This program is rated MA. It contains adult themes, coarse language, sexual references, and violence.
All right, what's up, everybody? It's Open Comms. It's Friday. I usually say that the other way around. So of the
It's Friday. It's Open Comms.
It's Friday. It's Open Comms. There we go. So Dirk and I are here. Rain and Blastum are out. Blastum's at a hockey game. What is Rain doing?
I don't know, but Rain was like scheduled. She told us in advance and whatnot.
Yeah, she did tell us a couple weeks ago.
Blastum's company or something like that was apparently giving away hockey tickets out in Vegas, and he won them. So he's like, "Oh, I'm out tonight." I'm like, "Motherfucker!"
And then also tonight we have Brisk back. How's it going, man?
I figure, 3 weeks in a row, at some point, you guys are going to have to put me on the opening credits.
Yeah. Well, we need our resident lawyer on hand at all times, just in case we get in trouble. You can tell us when we need to... Yeah, exactly. Like, he doesn't need to answer that question.
Dirk out again.
And then also with us, House Hendo. How's it going, man?
You might have to pay off some of my things with your own money, and then I'll pay you back.
Yes.
That's totally legit, right? I mean, that's okay.
Lawyer / bondsman. But we got House Hendo with us. How's it going, man? Oh,
nope, can't hear you.
Oh, now we can't hear you.
Oh, there he is. Well, by there he is. I mean, Otto Bismarck just rolled in. We also have Otto Bismarck. Otto, can you speak?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, man? How is it down under?
It's cold, man.
It's cold.
It's cold.
It's like getting ready to move into winter. You're in your like autumn down there, right?
Yeah, man. It's just like started to turn quite cold, and like I think it was like 12 degrees, in
Celsius.
Not whatever fucking you guys use. Like that stuff makes no sense. But no,
12 is really fucking cold up here. I can't believe that 12 is all that cold down there. I mean,
it's just we're clearly, in a country where we have like what the top 10 coldest snakes, not coldest snakes, deadliest snakes, spiders, and creatures that was just made us soft over the years.
Yeah. Well, thanks for dropping by tonight. I'm gonna throw this out there to anybody else who's listening out there who
hear me
now. Maybe
there we go.
That if you are a CSM candidate and want to come on and shoot the shit, feel free. It's not an interview type situation or anything like that, but if you want to come on and just sort of hang and shoot the shit about whatever the hell it is that we're going to end up talking about tonight, feel free. Feel free to hit up Drayden in TeamSpeak chat. But yeah, how's Hendo? What's up, bro?
You mean in
what's up
in Twitch
what's
chat?
Up, my man? I don't mean to like it.
I think he means in Twitch chat. You'd have to be in the TeamSpeak to hit me up in TeamSpeak chat, but
well, yeah. Oh yeah, Twitch chat. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that. My headset decided to turn itself off.
Oh, and sorry, we were pre-partying a little bit, so Dirk's already getting there. So there we go.
No. I was drinking Dunkin' Donuts coffee until just a couple minutes ago, so I'm good. I'm good for the next 15 minutes until my weak white girl drinking ass, gets drunk or something. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know why, but in Skype you're still frozen to me, Derek. Like in that scowl.
I'm sorry.
I don't know why.
I'm sorry. I can try and fix that in a second, but.
I don't know.
Yeah, for everybody else,
it's coming through to me, so I can see him. I don't know. It's
Yeah, just fuck me. Okay, I got it. I got it, Skype. I got the message, Microsoft.
Keys just hit up with 8-month resub. Thanks, Keys, man.
Nice.
Woo woo.
So we don't have two of the regular crew members. We brought some other people in. I don't know. I think we can hold it down, Drayden. In fact, I think we've done shows in the past where it was just you and me, literally.
Well, we do that every night after this show.
We do. It never works out well then, but I'm hoping
it doesn't. Odin
You're getting
Scrawl.
before After Dark now.
Yeah. Odin Scrawl just subscribed for the first month. Thanks, man. And then
welcome to the shit show.
Andale hold on, I couldn't even read that. Andale Chanter 2 just resub for 9 months. Man, you got your Twitch baby now. Nice. Yeah, so I was gonna say, like, the after show, we do it for like what, 2 to 3 hours sometimes, so it's pretty much like a show after the show.
You know what?
Is why it's called an after
show. You know what's so sad? You know what's so sad is, like, I wake up the next morning and, like, I don't want to say one of the first things I do, because one of the first things I do is, like, go to the bathroom or whatever, but I then come and I go, well, shit, how long were we on? And I look at Skype to see how long the total call was for. And then I go to your Twitch channel to see how long the video that, you know, if it's still up, was for. And, like, I sit there and go, we went for 3.5 hours afterwards?
Yeah. Dude,
we're so
the first night I was on, we were on for like 5 hours.
Oh, yeah. There's been long ones where it's like, you take the 2 hours off for the initial show, but when I come back, it's like, call ended, duration 8.5 hours. It's like, oh, fuck me. It went bad. It went bad. And I don't even watch the video. I just delete it. I'm like, I don't even want to know what happened last night.
It usually depends on how much Dirk is slurring his words and how long it goes.
There you go.
No, the after show, like it doesn't sort of like play into that, because the after show, it's like, whatever. If I slur my words, I slur my words.
The after show is it's the party after the party, so people kind of just expect.
Oh, I know. I'm goating Dirk like most after shows, anyway.
yeah, but it's like, but still, it's, to sit there and go, how did we go 4 more hours? It's like,
I know
it's just
how
ridiculous.
we did it. We talked about Obamacare for 3
Oh God, yeah, that was. I remember that was awful.
Points.
Yeah, I went on a fucking tirade that night. That was terrible.
I won't lie. I wanted to come on and like back you up with Rain. I want to jump in that with my.
Well, I mean, like the thing is, like, they were playing devil's advocate, and I was not thinking they were playing devil's advocate. I just got all fucking flustered, and yeah, it was bad. But
yeah, it got.
But anyways,
that's personal towards you real quick. That's why I felt bad. I wanted to jump in.
We're not gonna get into real world politics. However, I was thinking about religion. No, anyways, I was almost gonna send a tweet out today with a poll in it.
Jerusalem.
Tonight on Open Com, should we talk about politics, religion, personal identity? I mean, where do you want? Where should we go with this? But we're not going with any of those things. One thing I do want to, you know what, we're going to get right into kind of like the little bit of topics that I have here. One of the things I noticed today, there was a tweet that came out from CCP Guard, okay, that is talking about the fact that he and CCP Curtis are going to be in Orlando on the 31st of this month, Thursday, May 31st. And they're going to be down there, and they sent the thing out that actually has an Eventbrite thing in it about getting together a little player meetup down there while they're there. It says on Thursday, May 31st, CCP Curtis and CCP Guard will be in Orlando, Florida, and would like to invite the local EVE players and any EVE player who can make it. Say, hey, if you want to fly in, bros, to Ferg's Depot for a couple of drinks and a night of space talk. We've reserved a private space, so please sign up for free, drink tokens included, to give us an idea of how many of you are coming. First come, first serve.
That drives me crazy, because I am going to be in Orlando the next day. Literally, I'll be in there on June 1st.
I just threw that out into Twitch chat, and said, can't wait to see you there. Please keep in mind that the minimum age to enter is 21 years. Please bring your identification with proof of age. Okay, so anyways, this came down. This came out. I saw it on Twitter. Maybe they put it. Oh, well, it was actually part of. It was a tweet about a forum post that also then linked to the Eventbrite site. Okay, now. The initial thing, and I ended up tweeting this out there, is breaking news, because at the time I think I was watching one of the news channels, and everything's fucking breaking news nowadays. I said breaking news. Sources tell us that 2019's EVE East Coast, or FanFest East Coast, is going to be in Orlando. And I kind of retweeted his tweet. I think some people took it as a joke. I'm going to be honest. I'm taking it as very high-level speculation that the only reason that CCP Guard and CCP Curtis being one of the primary people behind organizing Vegas and was one of the ones, along with Guard and Roughage no longer being at CCP, who was out in Vegas in early 2017 scoping out new hotel locations out there for what became Vegas 2018 and 2019 at the Link. The only reason that they'd be in Orlando is, I think, because that is where they've decided to have East Coast and are down there looking at venues.
Well, or whether they've decided it's going to be where it's at, and like you said, it might be a scouting thing where they're going down to see if that's where they want to put it. But
maybe they just.
I don't think they fly them over. I don't think that they fly them over to
Universal
go, what do you think about Orlando? And then go, okay, you know, and next week we're flying you to Richmond or, you know, wherever, right? I mean
Orlando
that would be a
makes
real
sense.
letdown.
Because I was always thinking like if they're gonna do a Florida thing like the cliched Miami, but I don't know, like I've never been. Well, I've technically been in Miami, but it was just for an overnight thing. But a lot of people give Miami shit, and it's like it's like, is it really like this crappy town? Like because I envisioned
really
Miami as like Vice City, you know, like the whole. But that was, you know, what, 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
My wife used to go to Miami. I'm not a fan. It's nothing.
Yeah.
I'm not a club guy, so there's nothing for me to do there.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
sorry.
It's kind of like the American Macau.
If you don't like
it
the
really has
club.
no purpose.
I did clubs when I was in college, but that was 20 years ago. I'm not doing them now.
come on, man, don't ever let yourself grow up. Come on.
Yo,
I
hold
get
up,
stuff on my
wait,
time.
Now
I
you got
can
the
do
money
that.
to spend in a club.
Wait, there's somebody in the chat. If you don't know who Silverhawks is, you're too young for this stream. Please go home.
But yeah, anyway, so
told.
you know, I am thinking that is probably, if I had to bet right now, if you asked me to bet on where they're going to have East Coast, I would totally lay my money down on Orlando. I've tried to reach out to get confirmation that is in fact what they're down there for, because quite honestly, if they are down there to scout out places, then hopefully some locals or whatever can, I don't know, maybe point them, give them some tips, you know, whatever kind of, you know, give them some information that can help them out, you know, sort of a thing.
Isn't Elise
you
in
know,
Orlando? He's not in
know.
Orlando, but I think he's in that area, isn't he?
I don't know, because we don't dox people here, even if they are from that area or not from that area. No, I'm kidding.
Got the band
I know he's
yourself.
from Florida. That's all I know.
But
The
yeah,
dox is too hard.
so that's what I think. I think that's what it is. But I did link that out there. I'm going to link it out there again in Twitch chat. That if you are in the Orlando metropolitan area or anywhere from between, I don't know, like what, Atlanta, Savannah, Birmingham,
Jacksonville?
Huntsville,
Savannah?
Jacksonville. Yeah, I mean, all up in that area, right? I mean, you can get your ass down to, you know, or if you're further south, let's say you're out in Key West or, you know, Key Largo or one of the other keys out there, whatever. You can get up to, Orlando and go hang out with the Guard and the Curtis. The Guard and the Curtis are quite fun. I mean, you know, obviously people know about Guard, but Curtis as well is quite
I
fun.
mean, I've met Curtis several times. I've never done the partying with Curtis, so every time I see Curtis, he's like super busy setting Vegas up, and so he doesn't have time to really do anything else.
That's the worst part about being one of these guys that does all the setup stuff, because they're running around the entire time freaking out. They can't actually enjoy anything.
Well, he's
You
not the
gotta
one
catch
like
them
physically setting things up, but he's like just buried in his laptop all the time,
Everybody's
getting
asking
everything
him what's
set,
broken,
so.
what's going on, when is this happening, why don't I have this, how do I talk to the hotel people? I mean, it's just I feel bad for him having to do that. He doesn't get the fun.
Yeah. Well, I think he does at some point, but
Well, I think it's going to be even. I think it's going to be a bit of even less fun for him coming up. Yeah, because obviously, okay. So again, you know, Vegas. Okay, for those of us who are really big into Vegas, right? You know, he and Roughage, you know, were kind of, you know, really the producers of this thing out there in terms of the actual, you know, what was going on, and now Roughage is gone. So, you know, he was, you know, Roughage, I think, you know, went out there in the October, you know, People Gone thing from back then. So you know, I think there's going to be a lot more that comes down on Curtis individually, and yeah, so
well, I would
he
assume
may
that
be even busier.
they'll kind of, you know, appoint someone else that was doing Roughage's stuff, that someone else will be picking that up. I mean, this last year in Vegas, Guard was doing a lot of stuff as well.
Guard does a lot of everything.
So being that if Curtis and Guard went down there together, they're probably like Guard's probably the the Roughridge replacement as far as all the setup stuff.
And on a side note, I can't just picture Guard in Florida without doing like another Eve rap video. Anybody else want a sequel to that?
Maybe that's why they sent him out there to film the next.
Like,
it can't be a perma-ban video.
Like,
Hunter's
white buildings
gone.
in the sun without doing like a rap video. I can't.
Yeah, so like, what are they gonna do this year, like in Vegas? Because hey, Mr. McGurk.
Mrs. McGurk.
Oh, you know what?
Mrs. McGurk, happy anniversary!
It is. He said happy anniversary. Yes,
thank you.
yes, that's true. Yeah,
Oh.
today is our.
You tell
Our
House
20
it's your anniversary.
20
Don't tell me.
We were
I'm
fucking
a tentative,
tweeting
you
back and
bitch.
forth and shit today.
I was driving. I can't read it.
22 years. So yeah, 22
That's
years we've been
awesome.
married, and yeah, today was
Congrats.
our anniversary, and
Yeah.
we're going out. We're going out
Sure,
tomorrow night.
22 years is a long time to kidnap somebody. I'm just saying, let her go.
I'm telling you.
She's done
I'm
her
telling you.
time.
I don't know how. I don't know how she stuck with me this long. Yeah, but
We gotta do a drink
whatever.
for that.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm going to. I've got a fresh bottle of the
Okay.
Tito's here. Goodbye, dear. She's like, all right, he's doing shots. I'm out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, happy anniversary.
I should probably, like have
Oh, yeah.
thought about. Well, you know what? Maybe I would have thought about not being here tonight. But
If you would
once
remember
Rain said
this.
she wasn't going to be here, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to have two people off on the same week or whatever. So but whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
here's to my
Well, of
lovely
all three
wife.
of you, it would have been,
I do appreciate and love her quite very much. I am a very very lucky dude. There's no question about that. We
Well,
met
the,
my freshman year in college.
I think I saw a picture.
That's
of it
awesome.
then.
I met my wife in college too, but we never dated. We dated 10 years after college.
We're actually together 30 years this September.
I grabbed the wrong shot glass.
Wow.
Oh,
Oh, you
why?
got the old.
what did that
left-
one have in it? Isopropyl alcohol?
Fucking dust all across the bottom of it.
Oh, that's all
Oh,
right.
that's all right. It could have been worse.
And I didn't read up.
What I was gonna say real quick about the guard thing with permaban. So
Thank you, Chi.
I don't know. Can permaban even do its thing without Hunter? Because you can't.
That's gonna be.
You
that's
can't
gonna
do
be kind of
Wrecking
one of the
Machine
things. Okay,
without Hunter.
so
You can't do what was the other one? The fuck.
you know what? We're joined by Chainsaw
one.
Plankton too. Chainsaw, you're running for CSM, yeah? Chainsaw Plankton.
Hi, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey,
man?
Chainsaw.
What's going
Definitely
on?
having a dual audio between the stream and the TeamSpeak, so
Oh yeah, you don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
that.
a brief second of confusion, but all good now.
But yeah, so just to get back to kind of what we were talking about here. So Permaban performed and did a big performance up at FanFest this past year, including members of Permaband who are no longer with CCP, right?
So Hunter did stop by to do that.
Oh yeah. And now, of course, we remember what it was like out at E Vegas last year when we were at Dre's nightclub and they were up on stage and whatnot, right? I'm really wondering what's going to happen. I swear, there's a part of me thinking this year you're basically going to have Guard walk out with a fucking boombox and be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
Permaband in the house."
Yeah, well, because that's the thing is like,
That would be awesome.
because Hunter is Icelandic, so it's pretty easy for him to just go over to the thing and sing a thing, but he's not gonna fly all the way out to Vegas for that. So, yeah, I don't know.
Hunter may go wherever they pay for him to go, but yeah,
Right.
the question becomes: Are they
maybe,
gonna, are they gonna fly him out there as part of Permaband?
So is,
and
yeah,
all
I was
that,
say,
but-
is he contracted as a permaband band member aside from a CCP employee now?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, because Permaband was basically an outcropping, right, of employees.
And is
who
he
got
allowed to
together,
even call
as far as I
him?
know?
Is he allowed to even call himself Hunter now? Because isn't
Oh, I
that
don't know.
CCP's
Did he leave his name behind?
No, isn't that CCP's intellectual property? They could sue him.
Well,
if he calls
Permaband.
himself-
don't they,
starring
don't they
CCP
like,
guard and
retire
random
the names,
Icelandic
like,
guy?
basketball jerseys or some shit?
My camera keeps going out of focus. Fuck.
Right.
Yeah.
There's only one Hunter. There's only ever going to be one Hunter.
Yeah, because
So
I'm
they're
pretty
not
sure
gonna use the name
CCP
again.
retires the name.
Exactly. I mean, they don't ever use the names again.
That'd be confusing as shit.
Yeah. Which CCP Hunter is this one?
Yeah, imagine
yeah.
if there's like a new Seagal tomorrow. We'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Who is this?
So, well, it's weird because man, I don't even know if I hash it out because every time when you become CCP, you got to choose your own name, but you're supposed to choose a different name. And I don't want to bring up the old Mint Chip stuff because Mint Chip was the only one that kept her in-game name when she went to CCP. Yeah. But do they? So they obviously didn't disallow that, but it's just people just never do that, or is it an actual like?
No, I think it's something. I think it's something that they don't want. I think that was the one time that they experimented with somebody coming in because I believe that she was part of the overall community team at the time, that they were allowing her to maintain her name because of the name recognition and the attachment to the community and things like that. But I would probably bet that if they brought somebody in like that again, that that they wouldn't let that happen.
Don't they have to wait like 6 months before they get their name anyway, or something like that?
Yeah, Apoth says.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Apoth says you don't have to change it, but it's advised. But yeah, I would assume that after the whole Mint Chip fiasco back then, that they might just be like, no, just make it new.
See, I want to get somebody who like gets hired there or whatever, and they like take the name CCP Dirk McGurk, and I'll be like, yo, motherfucker. And we can like do like a whole like how I'm outraged kind of thing.
Oh, we should do it. INN Dirk and CCP Dirk. Like,
I'm sure
they both have double letter prefixes.
Be the worst name that they can pick. But anyways, well, hold on. I just want to flip back and go. And say again, because I know that we've had some people that have joined us since then. That look, if you are down in that lower southeast quadrant of the United States, CCP Garden, CCP Curtis will be in Orlando on May 31st. So if you want to just like hop, skip, and a jump down to Orlando on Thursday, May 31st for drinks with those two fun fellas, you should look up the tweet or look up the forum post or whatever it is. But then we're going to move on. We're going to move on from that thing about, like, permaband and all that kind of shit. We have 11 days until Into the Abyss. Okay? May 29th, right? 11 days.
It's happening.
And, And we've got 18 days until the nullsec outpost conversion happens, which will be the following Tuesday. So,
the big cash grab. I want to see how many of them actually get scooped up, like, the second they drop. Or how many people just leave them in place?
I think everybody's going to leave them in place because, look, you're going to lose those rigs. Those rigs are a big deal,
Yeah, but at the same time, if you don't, like, there's a lot of places.
It all depends on whether or not you want to babysit a bunch of stations, right? I mean,
right. Well, I was going to say.
And we're going to get into it, here in a second, because what we saw happening for a while there, right, with PL down in Pravi and Pravi going to wherever the hell they went to, I don't know, Curse or I don't know, Jeddah or like wherever Pravi went to, right? Now all of a sudden we've had Test moving into the area down there and basically saying, no, you know what, fuck this, we're going to contest it. Which is really kind of fucking cool. That there is some contesting of you're not just going to take these free stations. However, if PL was allowed to, take them, right? They weren't probably going to sit there and babysit. They may try and sell off to somebody else who wanted to move into Pravi afterwards. Maybe try and sell them back to Pravi, which would be like salt in the wound, right? But that doesn't look to be, kind of exactly what's going on right now. So this is happening as of June 5th. Those things are going to change over. So whoever gains control of them between then and now and holds them on that day, are going to be the recipients of these things.
Well, yeah, and it's like obviously not packing them up, like leaving them in place and selling them on the spot and just transferring ownership. You get more money that way because you sell them with the rigs in place. But if it's a station or a citadel that's going to be in a spot that you now have to defend because people are going to want to kill these things, since there's only so many,
I think it's going to be a shit show.
You're going to have to defend it. If you don't want to or can't defend it or can't defend at that many, you're going to have to scoop a lot of them up.
But you know what's weird about the whole Test Pravi thing? They're not keeping any of the SOV. If you look, it's all going back to CVA and the rest of the Pravi block guys. I don't know what Test's doing. I guess they're just messing with PL for the fun of it.
Yeah,
they're not keeping any of the stations.
They're like doing like a burn Pravi campaign. FCON used to go with these and do these goings all the time. Just go down there and mess with shit, kick shit up. But with this new station and outpost changeover happening, this reminds me about when we were getting ready for Citadels. That's when World War B kicked off. Because everybody knew it was going to change shit up and you can drop a bunch of player-made stations and just fuck up. You can hold SOV so much easier now. You can turn every system to a fortress. With this changeover, one of the big alliances is going to make a big move. I don't know if it's going to be Goon pushing back to the north or what, but somebody's going to do something.
I was very surprised when I was looking at Dotland and just trying to see, all right, what is happening? And you see like the 43 different areas where PL's lost SOV, but it's not going to test. So the whole idea.
Well, Test doesn't want it. Test has their own.
Well, that's the thing. They're not obviously there to steal the stations because they're not holding
It's a burn campaign. It's a burn campaign. It's to be a financial pain in their ass. Like when I was with FCON, the Imperium, back before World War B, we used to do shit like this. We did it at the Fountain. We did it at the Providence. We did it everywhere we went. You just went there. We didn't take SOV. We just burnt all their shit.
Well, maybe it's just a matter of maybe Test wants good fights.
Test is training new guys. That's what I'm saying.
Somebody was saying, about, PL having gone down there, whatever, looking for good fights, right? Well, Pravi obviously didn't give that when PL actually committed to taking territory, right? When PL was based nearby and was just sort of trying. Pravi was giving good fights. When Jin was there, they were giving good fights and things like that. When PL decided that they were going to redeploy closer in and then began to actually take territory, boom, the whole freaking jig was up, right? And they just said, fuck it, ostensibly. I mean, there was some time in between there, but whatever. Maybe Tess is just saying, you know what, look, if PL wants to hold these, we'll be able to get good fights, which will also feed into whether or not PL wants those good fights, but will also, beg the question of what's going to happen with the North, right? Because depending on how much PL has to commit to trying to ensure that after the amount of time that they've spent down there, kind of, collecting these stations up, right? What's going to happen to their back door? Or who else might come in to maybe assist in, we're not just going to let you have these.
Yeah, well, I mean...
You don't have to have the SOV to have the station. So I just quickly pulled up the station list of Pravi, and PL probably still own 2/3 of them. A couple have flipped over to Legacy Alliances, and then there's the last sort of remainder, almost third, I would say, are in Freeport mode, so they're in the process of being taken. So, but yeah, you definitely you definitely don't have to have the SOV. Like SOV is almost like owning SOV, other than you get your name on the TCU, and you get your name in the top left-hand corner. Owning SOV doesn't actually do anything. Like most of the power per se is definitely behind the IHUM.
Right.
So so you probably will see a lot of SOV flick back to Pravi just because no one gives a crap.
Well, as long as they're fighting, then you're not going to be able to raise the ADMs. You're not going to be able to protect the systems as well. So anybody can run through an Entosis and just screw around. But I mean, if the whole idea of burning down Providence to get rid of PL and to take away the SOV from them is to grab these stations, nobody's doing that. It's going. I mean, this Pravi block is taking advantage of. So I mean, they should be happy. Test is doing them a favor. They're getting rid of PL, and they can walk back into their territory without really having to do anything.
Yeah, well, the stations are definitely happening. Like, there's at least 10, I would say, maybe 15, probably closer to 10, in Freeport mode, waiting, obviously, for the timers to kick over to let someone new take them.
Yeah, I mean, SOV is bullshit. It doesn't get you anything, right, as far as what's going on down there, right? But you are using the sovereignty mechanics in order to contest those stations.
Right.
So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how that, how that pans out down there, what it expands into, right? Because again, we are getting into that window of timers and things like that, right? That you've got to keep these things going, in order, what I say, 18 days until that cutoff, right? And we're now actually under, it's like 17 and change until that actually happens. So in the next 10 days? 9 days, something like that, is really where I think a meat of the hostilities are going to come in, because I don't think that it will matter after a certain period of time if you don't have those timers rolling for those stations on the whole Entosis thing, then it won't actually flip in time for it to have mattered.
Yeah, I'm just playing on timer board right now. So at the moment, there's 43 timers upcoming in Pravi. Let me just see if this adds something to my...
Well, I would assume that people aren't going to save it all until like that last moment either, because that would just be like just a shit ton. I mean, it could be efficient to just like run through all the stuff quickly, but at the same time, it's like that's a lot of work for a lot of stations all at once. So I think if people haven't taken them by now, I mean, maybe over the next week they'll be like, grabbing what they can. But it's kind of crunch time.
Well, it is crunch time, and that's why I said, the next 10 days are going to be extremely probably busy, both in terms of, and I made that work out there, Otto, that link. But it's going to be entirely critical that they keep those going, that they also keep other ones going that are either ruses, right? We're not actually going for this, but we need to keep the timers going, sort of a thing.
Yeah, definitely. Like, there's 28 station timers in Provi right now, that are in various, between right now and 2 days. So like they're definitely ticking them over. It obviously depends how much they sort of hold and win, but yeah, they're definitely working hard on it.
Yeah, and somebody was asking before what the value of these things are going to be, and it's really kind of hard to say. I
think it depends on what types.
There's a okay. Right, there is a bit of a collector's item thing that is involved with these. So who knows what the actual price of them will be from people out there that just want to be one of the ones that own the. I forget exactly. We went through the numbers. I think it was last week, or whatever of these things. But there's only a few hundred of these things that are ever going to exist. We had them on the list, but we never actually talked
about them. But like the Amarr ones, I think are going to be pretty important because they get the production bonus. And then I don't think the Gallente one's gonna be that big, just because it makes.
Well, there's like 100 something, 100 something
Gallente. The module running
there's
cost cheaper.
There's like 100 something Caldari. But the point is that there are no more of these particular faction type citadels that when these things convert over, they will become faction citadels with with specialized rigs on board. Okay, there will never be any of these things ever supposedly ever created again.
When they come out,
for all we know, a month after this happens, they put them in the freaking RMT shop or whatever.
Yeah, what was the Raven State issues, or what was the ship they came out with some and they were like, we'll never do it again, and they gave some more out as a.
So I mean, even if you don't have the rigs, okay, there's still a collector's item sort of piece to it. So let's put it this way: each one of these things worth somewhere north of, I don't know, 30 billion. Let's just throw a number out
easy.
there.
I mean, easy. A force going to run 10. The rigs, depending on the rigs, the rigs are expensive. So I'd say you want a ballpark 30 bill. You got 300 of these, 100 of these in one area. I mean, it's a lot of money.
Well, and with these, is it going to be more? Is it better to sell it early because everyone's like on the ball, like wanting to get their hands on one, or is it better to sell it later on when people have realized that maybe they're not worth as much as people initially sell them for?
Probably have to hold on to it for a real long time to get that payoff, though.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not saying hold on to it for extended value. I'm saying that if you hold on to it, the value is probably going to drop over time, right? Because less people are going to really want them. And people are going to realize that it's not as the collector thing. I don't think is going to affect the price that much.
I think it's going to be the opposite because I think a lot of these are going to get blown up, and there's going to be limited numbers, and the fewer there are, the more expensive.
Yeah, but even the limited numbers, there's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. There might be a few people that try to short the price just to beat out competition by a few billion, but not really that much.
As soon as these things start popping, they're going to start going up.
And that's just it. You got to remember that these things are going from things that cannot be destroyed right now, they can only be flipped, right, to something that can be destroyed.
Correct.
So over time, if somebody were to leave these down out there across the universe, right, because Provi's not the only place that obviously has these things, right, across the universe, that means that once you put it down, it's now susceptible to being destroyed and removed from the game forever.
Yeah. Well, what was the region that Red Alliance back in the day just put a fuck ton of stations? It was at the Spire.
There's a whole bunch. Well, I mean,
they just started laying stations in every freaking system they could.
But from a regional density standpoint, of these things, Provi is the most dense region in the game for having player-built outposts and things like that. So that's why it is the gold rush capital of EVE, and that's why we're seeing this being the focus.
Well, it's where everybody started building in the beginning.
Isn't Provi still also like the RP capital? Because I remember that's what it was when I first started burning Providence. Like
CVA.
Yeah, CVA is probably more prevalent RP nullsec alliance out there. I don't know how many of them like do full on RP though. I mean, I don't think it's like you join the alliance and you're in a D&D.
I haven't been anywhere
campaign
near
in Eve or something.
A year or so.
It's been about a year since I've been through Providence either. You know, last when we were in Catch, we'd roam into Providence for fun, but that was a long time ago.
I went through Providence and I shot a Cyno pilot, like a Cyno Ibis on a station or something. They're like, "You're added to the red list." I'm like, "All right." You got
what a dick.
I killed some poor shit in the
You're one of those,
one time.
I know.
My confessor. I didn't feel bad though.
I take the ones I can get.
Solo PvP at the best.
Just as sort of a bit of a tangent on what's going on in Provi and the fact that Test has moved down there to contest, to contappy some stuff.
That was cute. That was
yeah,
cute.
Exactly. It appears as though ProGod Legend got a little active out on Reddit today. Now, I reached out to ProGod earlier in the day. There was a chance he was going to be able to come on tonight, but being ProGod, he's got like other things to do and whatnot, which I think is probably just like go bar hopping or whatever. But yeah, so he couldn't come on tonight, which I was kind of saddened by, because I was going to sort of give him free reign to just kind of like be ProGod or whatever. But out on Reddit today, I'll throw it out there in Twitch chat. It looked like he got to a little bit of like kind of taking a bit of piss out on fucking PL, namely on Headliner. It was like, damn, whatever. Talking some stuff out there, linking some internal sort of state of the Legion type stuff or whatever it is from Headliner and whatnot with Snig. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, it looks like he's asking for a fight.
Just looks like Fight Club without Tyler Durden at the moment.
I mean, that's what they're trying to do. They want good fights. Now, granted, I think I read all the chat logs, and it's kind of funny because, ProGod's got a point. The moving of the goalposts was pretty obvious there. But I don't know why they're leaving. I really don't know.
I mean, goalposts got to get moved, right? I mean, like, if the goalpost is no longer in range, you've got to actually move the goalpost, right?
But why are they leaving? They're getting the fights they want. I mean, if they want to move their super caps down, why not? NC Dot's got GOTG covered in the north, so what are they going to use them for? Maybe I don't get it. I'd say fight these guys. Have fun.
Do you want the real answer?
What's the real answer, Otto?
The real answer is they're going to protect their oracles, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
I forgot. They're crabbing and Teenal now.
Yeah.
Although somebody, I think in Talking in Station's Discord today, what was it? They linked a Rorqual that got killed by some wormholers that came through, and they're like, I think it was you, Brisk. Were you the one that said something about PL getting killed by wormholers?
There was
what an age we live in, or something like that.
Ratting Nyx. If I can find the kill report, I'll link it.
Ratting Nyx.
But yeah, I mean, look, there's a reason why they can't move too much, right? I mean,
Nyx?
They have their territory up there that they've got to defend, right? So there's only so much that they can commit to some of these other areas without basically saying we're going to leave that fundamentally undefended should somebody else swing around the horn, whether it have been tests coming from the other direction or whether it be Imperium SIGs or Imperium as a whole coming around the other way, right? I mean, they can't kind of do both at the same time. This is really hard.
Well, but so you know what? We do the same thing. I mean, look,
we're Citadels.
We're on deployment, and all of our guys crabbing and queries and everything, but told flat out, do not crab and queries. There are NC Roman gangs all the way down there. You go down there and you mine or you do any kind of stuff. When we're not down there, you're going to get dropped on, and we're all going to laugh at you. So die quietly. Okay. And that's all there is to it. So they can tell their miners, hey, wait, we got to deal with test. It's the deadline say is June 7th. Or whenever the Citadel change, June 6th, when the Citadel changes go through. So you guys can't crab for a couple days. How is that hurting anything? I would think that countering all of the talk about PL dying and all that other crap, which I think is BS, to be honest, at least getting out there and counting it and smacking test around a little bit, because they're getting, ProGod's basically taunting them. So why not fight back? I don't get it.
They can go for it.
That's what they do. They're PL.
So somebody in chat, Zuminair, is asking why we don't have multiple super fleets in Null. I'm like, I used to see multiple super fleets when I was in Null.
Well, there are.
It depends.
Are you saying like just across the whole game? Because there are multiple super fleets. Or are you saying like the PL making multiple super fleets?
No.
there are multiple super fleets and all. I mean, Goons have their super. Goons probably. I mean, like the bigger groups like Goons and PL, they have multiple super staging like places where they got all their stuff staged all over the place. So.
Yeah, I used to do escort duty for Dreadnought fleets all the
time.
And
it also kind of comes down to like what qualifies as a super fleet, because some groups they have 10 supers, like that's our super fleet, whereas in other groups it's got like they have 50 to 100, 150 sitting in a spot. It's like there's supers everywhere out there. So
but look,
of course
I mean, here's the problem. Apoth says in the chat that PL can't take Legacy on a single grid without the supers. So bring the supers down. I mean, what is stopping PL from moving their supers from? I mean, I understand Otto's point about protecting the work walls, but even then,
it's not protecting the work walls. I mean,
but bring some down.
That is the fleet that you've got up there to protect the homeland.
Okay.
Because basically, super fleets are the umbrella for the homeland, and then other things are used for other things. And if you commit one to one direction, then you're going to uncommit to the other direction.
But for anybody to get to PL, they got to go through Guardians. And then they got to go through NC Dot, and they got to go through the Hard Knocks guys and everybody else. That's the holy.
Well, nobody has to go through anybody, right?
Because they have jump drives. They have to get there, and they have to have stagings, and they have to drop forts, and they got to plan it out. And it's obvious. It'll be obvious if it's coming. But PL can move their supers pretty quickly, I would think, down to Pravi. You go in there, you smack test around for a little while, you have a good time, and then you move them back. I mean, NC Dot's got GOTG covered, so I don't understand. I really don't understand what the thinking there is. But that's
not NC Dot.
My favorite. I'm just a line monkey.
Black Legion's got GOTG covered. We got him.
I don't know. Matterall was saying today that NC Dot's just not going to cover PL's ass on this one.
Really?
No, actually, Matterall didn't say anything like that.
You're getting him in trouble, and he can't even fight back because he's doing CSM interviews tonight.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna do a shot.
What are you doing a shot to? I just poured one, so. And I have my nice. Like I actually cleaned my shot glass out. So. So I think I had some Fireball stuck in it from last time, and
we'll got
lollipop coated.
We'll give a shot to.
Does that give Tito's a weird taste?
And actually, Tito's and Fireball actually mixes well.
Does it? I don't know if you've ever tried that.
Yeah, it's actually kind of nice, but whatever.
I'll do a shot to.
Let's give a shot. I was
gonna say Blaster Bastard. It's his birthday coming up. So.
Oh, it's his birthday coming up.
Yeah, it's he's the. Okay. I think he's the CEO of the week for Black Legion. So.
Happy birthday, Blaster.
Oh. Yeah. Well, there you go. If he's the CEO of the week.
Yeah, there you go, Blaster.
Happy birthday.
I added Blaster on Snapchat, and he was so excited because it's the first politician he's talked to on Snapchat.
But yeah, so Pro God Legend, I was trying to get on tonight just so hopefully he could. Hey, what's up, Eve Onion News, fucking Opus. Dirk drinks made for children. They're not fucking made for children. It's like anyways, whatever.
Yeah, Dirk's always.
I probably should.
Chili temples.
Yeah.
I probably totally fucking should, but.
Put a cherry in it.
What the hell? So CCP today released a dev blog, and you know what? We're not going to go over this fully. I just want to put it out there for people about what lies beyond the filament. I don't know who names this shit, but whatever. Abyssal Dead Space. It has to do basically with that Abyssal Dead Space stuff.
You don't say.
No, I say.
Oh, damn.
I can't believe that's what's on the website.
Well, you know what? At least finally they wrote up something, about this, right? I mean, obviously there are still changes that are going on out there in Sissy. You've still got people that are out there, playing it and out on the Singularity server and all that kind of stuff. Some of the responses I was seeing to kind of this. Okay, so it's 20 minutes, right? When you initially go into this thing, you've got 20 minutes to basically be able to complete the 3 different fucking nut sacks that you go into and whatnot.
And I haven't done anything. I don't
or you die.
Okay, well I'll let you finish and then I'll go in.
Well, I would say or you die. Your ship gets blown up or whatever. And some people are like something about 20 minutes. And I'm like, as far as I heard from people who are out there running it on Sissy, that's kind of what it's been. I didn't know that.
I was going to ask in the fact that it's because they aren't going to design the 20 minutes doesn't seem like a lot, but like they were saying, they wanted to design them to where people could just jump in, get it done, and get out quick.
At some point here, they actually talk about the fact of doing it over while you're on lunch.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they stated in the thing was they want it to be something that people would just get on their lunch break, do an abyssal pocket and then go back to work.
This will allow capsulators to jump in for a short session at lunch, bringing more life to the universe. Who the hell is on their goddamn lunch break going, you know what, I'm just gonna I'm on a timed lunch break, my boss is a bastard, but you know what, I could do this in 20 minutes, so therefore...
Don't lie. You know you've logged in to check your skill queue at work. Everybody
like the boss pops in, is like, what are you doing? I'm bringing life to the fucking universe. Leave me alone. But I'm on my fucking break.
You might have to go see HR for sexual harassment.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. What you're doing? What? But no. So as I say, like, so 20 minutes. What are the side? Because if you have to be in a cruiser, like, how many rats are in these things? I mean, they've already been out there. So people are doing it on Sissy. I haven't done them or watched them yet. So how many rats are roughly in these rooms? And I know that's like dynamic. It changes, and like they said, like the initial room is built when you go in there, and then it kind of builds the rooms as you go. But
yeah, I mean, Vertigo put it in the chat, but I mean, it depends. If you get drones, there's 15 to 20 drones you got to kill, and you just pop them and lock and pop.
Pop and lock.
The battleships take a while to kill. I mean, it depends, but I think 20 minutes is reasonable. I didn't realize. We were talking about it today on the Talking Stations Discord, and I was trying to remember. I don't remember them saying that this was like a 20-minute time limit. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that kind of forces you to pay attention. You can't just sit there.
Also, real quick, so like if you get to the 20-minute timer and you die, do you pop back out to where you did the filament in a pod, or do you get killed and podded and just spawn?
You kill and podded because the thing is, once you die, if the rats don't kill you, it's like the gravitational forces
just collapses.
Supposed to like crush you. That's like the lore explanation they're given.
So okay, well I mean,
yeah, I don't like
not to be Ashtarothi, but like
time sort of thing, you know, of 20 minutes, you know, where it's like because there are other things that live in there, right? I mean, you know.
Not really.
Isn't there a Triglavian cruiser that you can get out of this?
Yeah, but it's a drop. It's a drop.
No, that's right. So why wouldn't I be able to build a Triglavian cruiser and then go in and not have the pressures of the place be a fucking problem?
That's what I was gonna say. I was like,
and I gotta be honest, I have not listened to somebody else read me the lore, so I don't know the answer.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. I was like, Ashtarothi might know, but I was gonna say, it's like, so if these pockets collapse and destroy you, how are these sleepers and drifters in there, and how are the Triglavians staying in these things? If that's the only place they're ever in, how do they stay in these pockets and not get crushed after 20 minutes themselves?
You guys need to stop lawyering this thing and just have fun.
Well, we gotta pick it apart, man.
Jovian had space magic bullshit. Why can't the Triglavians have space magic bullshit?
Exactly. I can wave a space magic wand and take sovereignty of a system. What's the difference? Come on.
I'm all cool with space magic bull. Well, actually, I'm not. Like I always come back to. I always come back to. I really hate fucking space magic bullshit.
How we got the pod.
But yeah, so it was like that was in reading this dev blog today, it was kind of one of the the questions that popped out to me. Is it's like, well, but why? Yeah, and granted, I have not listened to somebody read me that shit. So,
well, they might give us a MacGuffin when they release it and not let us take Triglavian cruisers in to begin with, or have something since it's retrofitted by New Eden. It's not a true Triglavian ship. Kind of like how the system Society of Conscious Thought ships are Jovian, but not really Jovian.
They are, would you want to take one of those in there? I mean, everything I have seen is that this is a drone meta. Everybody goes in with VNIs and Ishtars and Gilas and
Gilas.
I think I took a Stratios when I was testing it. So would you take a Triglavian ship in? I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not about would you take a Triglavian ship in, but my question was more along the lines of, but if you did, why are because these people live people. We know that they're not people, right? They're Triglavians, okay? And
they were thought they haven't been proven, but they think they're humanoids.
Obviously, there's like an identification friend or foe system that you don't have access to that they can tell that you're.
Well, no, but like Abyssal Dead Space doesn't contract on them, or like whatever it is that compress on them, because of an IFF, right? I mean,
Maybe it's on the capsuleer. Maybe it's not on the ship. Maybe it's on you. Maybe your brain waves can't handle it.
No. See, like Dirk's problem is that he's got his window of his spaceship down, going, "Yo, motherfuckers, drink more Tito's." Tito's is just fucking outlawed in Trick Space, man. No Tito's.
No, I think I got some tinfoil though to explain. No way, because we're physiologically different from Triglavians and the fucking drifters. Essentially, maybe we just can't, like Brisket. We can't handle it. Like the fucking drifters are supposed
we
to be
as the pilot inside the pod, inside the ship,
body snatchers,
right.
And the Triglavians, who knows what kind of crazy fucking Borg type shit they are.
Exactly. There's some kind of gamma rays or something that kill you after 20 minutes.
We just have a fucking socket in the back of our skull, so.
Deus Ex Machina. The fucking shooter.
They are damn animals. All those Triglavian drifter 13
Triglavian
members.
MS-13 members.
I almost went there and then pulled back, and I'm like, no, I'm trying to keep it.
Fuck it, I'll go there. I don't care.
The other thing is like,
but you know, one of the things it does say in here is that abyssal dead, and we knew this before, right? Abyssal dead space pockets can be found all over New Eden, high sec, low sec, null, and in wormholes. Everything, the levels 1 to 3, right? This is something that can be, can be scanned down. Okay, all of them can be scanned down if you have combat probes, right? You can scan down kind of the residual of somebody having gone into one of these things. But in level 4 and level 5, you will come out with a suspect tag, I think it is.
Right.
Yeah, because Concord doesn't want you to have the good shit.
No, it's not necessarily that they don't want you to have the good shit, but
yes, it is.
Yeah, well, hold on. So,
it even says in the patch notes. I read them today, man. It says Concord does not want you to have the super cool, whatever the fuck, Triglavian technology. So if you go in there, we're fucking with you.
They're okay if you, like what they said, like they're okay if you dip your toes in, but they don't want you to delve too deep.
Concord frowns upon the technology capsuleers are bringing back from this new unknown, with some tolerance to the lower abyssal tiers. See, they're letting some lower level shit just kind of go through because like they don't have a wall. But
that's where it starts.
They've decided to take a hard stance against higher tier expeditions in the regions they patrol, placing a suspect flag on anyone that returns from tier 4 and tier 5 abyssal sites in areas under their surveillance. Okay, so the question is this: where are tier 4? Can tier 4 and tier 5 also spawn in high sec, or is this something that you can't light up anyplace else other than
I think
low and null? Because if it's in null, who gives a shit if you got suspect in null?
But if you're in high sec, then you're going to get somebody's going to come and smack you around.
It specifically says only in DED controlled space, like only the space that Concord's at.
Nothing you do in there, you get suspect. So it's like, right.
If you're not in Concord space, you're good.
It doesn't matter. Who cares about it?
Right. But well, and someone was saying just open it off the 1DQ Keepstar and no one will come close. No, you have to be 1,000 kilometers away from any structure or celestial. So
1,000 kilometers off 1DQ Keepstar is completely.
You're still pretty safe, but basically what they're doing is you can't open these things and be within the Keepstar's guns. So you can't have like the Citadel's.
Forget the Keepstar's guns. All you care about is, are there other people there? You know, whether it be in you know, J Fleet or you know whatever. You know, it's like, okay, So I'm trying to understand, like, you know, and if anybody out there knows, you know, where level 4 and level 5 abyssal sites can actually be spawned from.
Well, I don't think they can be spawned from. I think it's the type of filament you get that lets you unlock that.
Can you
like, it's not like a location you have to scan down. It's the type of filament you get to unlock the space.
But can
each filament is going to tell you
can you light that filament off in high sec?
Yeah.
Can you do a level 5 in high sec?
Yeah. It's just when you come out, you're a suspect.
Yeah. Okay, where the fuck
you
want.
The suspect timer.
Yeah, 4s and 5s, you come out, you're a
Those poor
suspect.
bastards.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly. They're going to get Concord when they come out. They just got to deal with it.
No. Because
well, I mean, they're going to get killed by somebody.
Yeah. Somebody can kill them
when they come out.
If somebody probes you down.
Right.
Well, here's the question. All right, so if you die inside,
let's just go back
inside. What happens?
You just wake up in a clone.
You get potted,
like your last station or your home
wherever your fucking med.
And the thing will collapse probably. Well, that's the other thing I was gonna ask. Like, do these stay open? So if you go in, you can't come back out until you finish it, or you die. But so if you go in there and you die, does that instantly close the pocket?
Yes.
So basically,
it cancels out the session.
So if you're scanning,
the one powering the filament.
So if you're scanning and you actually scan and see one of these things, you know there's a person in there, 100%.
Yes. If you find anything on a scan, on a combat scan,
or combat scan,
is somebody
combat
around
probe
in there,
scan.
you can camp that shit.
Right. Okay, so if you probe a site down and you go and sit by it, you know that you're either going to see a cruiser pop out or it's going to collapse, and you know the guy didn't finish in time or he died.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay.
But again, okay, level 1, 2, and 3, okay, that person would need to get ganked, right? Let's say you're in high sec, right? And you find somebody who's run a 1, 2, or 3 level filament that got you into a level 1, 2, or 3, abyssal dead space site, right? You come back out. You don't have a suspect timer. Therefore, somebody has to gank you in order to be able to kill you, right? As opposed to if you run a 4 or a 5,
camping people doing that.
Right.
Absolutely. And they're going to cargo scan you and all that, maybe they're going to cargo scan you and all that, whatever. They're going to have somebody there to, to do it, right? To where they don't lose much by having pointed you just in time to be able to cargo scan you and go, yep, that guy, and there's somebody else waiting for you, whatever. 4 and 5, however, you will come out with suspect, not that you get killed by Concord, but somebody will be able to shoot you, point you, whatever, without any form of Concord response.
So here's a question: do you think Code is going to start selling Abyssal Dead Space?
Wow! You literally, I was literally, wow.
That's why he's running for the CSM and you're
Dude,
not.
That's kind of creepy.
Like one step ahead
I was waiting for a chance to say the exact thing. Oh, you beat me to it, man. You beat me.
There you go.
Man, is it shots time already? I think so.
I don't know. I was just like pouring up another beer, but since I'm always preloaded.
Well, I saw you pouring that one earlier, so I was like, that's what it's shots time.
We should do a shot. What should we do a shot?
I would.
We've always got to call a shot.
Let's do a shot too.
See, when you've really got to think about it that long.
Yeah, when you call
like
it.
You should always have something that you're ready to have in your pocket.
Yeah. House.
I want to do a throwback. I want to do a shout out to Big Country.
Oh.
All right.
We'll do a shot to Big Country.
Him and Derek were the ones that drew me to this show, and the whole reason why I'm here today. To the Big Country.
Big Country.
To the Big Country. Yeah, you'd think that we would almost do a shot to him just like every show, because it's like we do shots like anyways, whatever.
It's a rarity, but I don't know, makes it more special though, I guess.
It really just tasted like a Tito shot, I gotta be honest. It was kind of the same, right? I mean, yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know that there was anything like, totally new to this whole thing, which is why I don't want to beat this fucking dead horse that is coming in 10 and a half days or whatever it is now. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because what is coming on the 29th, right, is going to have knock-on effects into some other things that are also coming up, fairly shortly here. In terms of what you get out of these things, in terms of the Triglavian ships, and in terms of the thingamajigs, whatever the hell they're called, mutaplasmids that create the RNG modules, right?
Yeah.
The random number generator, did you fuck your module up or did you score big?
Screw those mutaplasmids. That new weapon system, I'm loving.
Well,
it's almost completely on skill.
I want to see what it
to use it, but skills as a pilot to actually use it effectively.
Well, the thing is, because you only get one per ship, because the Triglavian, it can only go on Triglavian
But
ships.
if you know what you're doing, you're fucking somebody up.
Well, yeah, so it only goes on Triglavian ships. You only get one of them. And that's what, when Dirk was saying, you bring a Triglavian ship in the Abyssal Pockets. I don't know if you do that because the weapons, as you shoot, they ramp up in damage, so you don't get that burst. And I feel like if you only have 20 minutes, you kind of want to just go in there and burst all the rats apart as fast as possible. You don't want to have to sit there and ramp up damage on each one. Because I don't know if it does enough damage to just blast the rats.
How good it is against its own type of ship, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's drifters and sleepers in there too, so. And what was it? It's
I sound old when I say thingamajig.
Yeah, you did.
It really is
explosive and thermal, right?
What do the kids call it nowadays? That thing you don't know the name for.
The thingy.
Shit.
Well, yeah.
Do they call it a childish Gambino?
I think we're all too old for that.
This is America.
We call them the thingy. That's an init thing. Everything is a thingy. That's Panda does that. It just warped to the thingy.
I think thingamajig is actually better.
Sometimes I'll use the word doohickey, but I know that's another old one.
Anyways, okay.
I say
I didn't mean to derail you on sensible
hard.
conversation. But I did walk away and sit there and go, damn, I sound old. I sound like I said cassette player.
While you got up and walked away and realized that you were sounding old, did you forget when you got up?
Flip the cassette.
Did you forget when you got up to go do?
Yeah, get the pencil out. Was rewind that cake mixtape.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Jordan, you were saying something? My bad.
Oh no, I was just making an old joke.
All right,
the time passed.
You know what? Real quick, since we've already, fuck it, because I know APOS out there. I know that motherfucker's getting tired.
You're gonna bitch about the AT now, aren't you?
I'm not gonna bitch about the AT.
Yes, you are.
At first.
At first. Okay, right. Okay. We'll see how long this lasts.
I am, however, going to go into the fact that they also released a dev blog today regarding the Alliance tournament and signups and all that kind of stuff, which I have just linked out there into Twitch chat for those of you who are on the, I need to be in the fucking AT thing, which if you are in an Alliance, you should actually try and get into. They linked this out there today, and hold on, wait, damn it, where did I put it? It's like I try and do this shit. Okay, so like last year, the top 16 teams are going to be able to get into this year's Alliance tournament just by paying 2,500 Plex. Like last year, 16 additional spots will be available through an auction. Okay, or if one, some of the teams from the top 16 of last year don't get into. Or choose not to take that option of getting in for whatever reason. Maybe they're fucking dead or whatever.
Off those
okay, they will also auction off those. All right, so the top 16 automatically in. The next 16 plus any from that one, you've got to make your application by. Actually, let me back up a second here. By saying you must be an Alliance member. You must be in that fucking Alliance member by this Tuesday.
Yeah.
This coming Tuesday, May 22nd, okay, at downtime, which is 1100 UTC, okay? So if you are planning on doing one of those, I'm normally in a real fucking Alliance, but once a year I join this other fucking Alliance to be part of the Alliance tournament, okay, by this Tuesday at 1100 UTC, all right? Team signups have to be in by May 27th. I don't know why they fucking do this. By May 27th at 23:59 UTC. So 11 hours and 59 minutes later than what they do for the other fucking thing. So anyways. So if you're doing team signups, that's when it has to be in. All these other things apply to that time. May 27th, 23:59 UTC. Top 16 teams. The next 16 fucking teams plus whatever's left over from the top 16 teams, you need to put in your bid of 2,500 Plex. Okay, this is a closed bidding process, right? So whatever you think you need to bid to get in for those 16 spots, 2,500 Plex plus with 250 Plex increments. Yeah, right.
Damn.
Well, it just means you can't be like 25-0 winning it.
That makes it makes it so that real alliances are the ones that are going to be doing this. I mean, that's the fun part of the Alliance tournament. It's not fun if it's alliances nobody's ever heard of who were created just for the AT. I mean, people do that all the time. I want to see the alliances that I fight against every day. I want to see a PL fight. I want to see a Hydra fight.
I mean, you could still have that thing, but they're cracking down on the. I mean, they kind of did it last year too, but the collusion thing. So they're definitely not to skip ahead in the Alliance tournament thing, but they're making it to where obviously they're saying no in-house rules, no having multiple B teams going off, the main alliance goes on this team, but you have the breakoffs that couldn't be part of that team go to another. Any kind of collusion like that, they're not going to allow, and they're leaving it up to CCP to make the decisions. And if they say they think you're doing that, then you're out. Period.
I'm laughing, Briz.
Derek. Yeah. It's spelled Wakanda.
Wakanda. They don't even call it Africa anymore. It's just fucking Wakanda now, right?
Wakanda forever.
Even fucking people in Africa now are going, I'm from Wakanda. It's like whatever. Okay, so however, those are the people.
Hey, Rhodesia's gone, so we need Wakanda.
Rhodesia. Rhodesia had cool camo, man. Rhodesian camouflage. Anyways, those 16 spots, okay, plus whatever might roll out of the top. Look, if you were in a top 16 team last year, and are not still around, wanting to be in it again this year for 2,500 fucking plex, wow, how bad is that? Anyways, however, the other 32 teams in the field of 64, right, are going to come the way that they did last year from feeder rounds. Okay, these are going to be played on June 9th and June 10th of this year on Thunderdome. You will have to cough up 2,500 plex as a deposit. If your team loses and gets kicked out, okay, you will get your 2,500 plex back. However, if you do ultimately make it to the tournament, your 2,500 plex is now your payment into the tournament. So that will take place on the 9th.
Looney just tipped you guys $23.45.
Looney fucker just dropped the $23.45.
Where did $23.45 come from? Like, what is that related to?
It's 2,345.
2,345.
He just ran the.
I'm like, I said 23.59 a couple times, but
yeah, he ran his fingers on the keyboard and was generous and skipped the first number. So, thank you.
You know what? We don't do shots for people who give donations. We don't give shots based on.
Yeah, we don't do shots for money, but I think it's about time for a shot. So.
I mean, like, if we had a shot now, we'd thank Looney fucker for, like, you know.
What a coincidence! Thanks for the donation, but it's shot time.
So you know, here's the friends. You know what, Drayden? Here's the friends.
Cheers.
There we go.
But yeah, last year, I'm going to be completely honest. That feeder tournament, really fun to fucking watch, right? You had
that was a great tournament.
You had a bunch of scrappy guys, scrappy players out there. Guys, I say guys, but I really mean players. Okay, out there, getting it on in the fucking feeder tournament, fighting their way into the tournament. This is, I think it's fucking great. I like the fact that they've got 32 teams here. They're only doing 16 on the freaking bidding process because we know ISK means nothing in this game for people that want to buy themselves into something. Here, you've actually got to fight your way in. That's perfect.
Yeah, well, I like the. Well, I was gonna say because the feeder rounds felt like they had all these a lot more unique.
I feel you, Tsunami.
A lot more unique comps than like the structured elite veterans of the tournament. Like you get these.
It's teams a grind.
It's
a grind. You remember that last year? I mean, look, there's a lot of teams, right? They're getting down to 32, which means in the course of 2 days. You got to be committed to this shit. All right. In the course of 2 days, they're going from however many apply, as many of you, there could be 1,000 fucking teams applying. And over the course of 2 days, they're going to run this fucking tournament to get it down to 32.
Black
and that's fun.
There's
that's
no limit
good.
on that as far as it.
Look,
I didn't read anything about a limit.
This is a cool thing. I mean, I watched our AT team practice. I was going to try to do it last year, but I just didn't have the time because our guys were doing it like every other night. And it paid off. I mean, we beat PL. We made it to like the quarterfinals or something. It was crazy.
I almost want to see like a bunch of people out there front up 2,500 plex just to get like 1,000 teams into this so that the people who are trying to get in are like having to go like 24 hours a fucking day.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what? You were at 6 o'clock in the morning right now. Guess what? Your next match is at 1 p.m. tomorrow, and then like your next match is 2 hours later, and your next match is
I'm sure Otto's watching at like 3 a.m.
There's stuff. Bring tents and sleeping bags into the studio.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Just cycle commentators and just wake each other up for naps and.
Now I will say this: I am very excited about the fact that, and no offense to CCP, that EVNT is doing all of the commentary.
Yes.
Because they were so much better.
Okay, so
the only reason the Amara Championships were so good was because they brought in so many players on that.
Well, the thing I was reading with this though is that EVNT is broadcasting and like basically being the producers of the whole thing. Now CCP is gonna be like the refs of the tournament, so they're gonna be like doing all the refereeing and everything for the matches, but. It did say that CCP was sending some people down to commentate as well, because they're saying that there will be CCP commentators. So EVNT is doing the production side, and I think they're supplying probably the majority of the commentators, but I would assume they're going to send Antiquarian down with like his 20 dozen hats. And,
let's just say, hold on. Are they going to send Antiquarian down with a fucking suitcase full of hats?
As long as he wears the Orioles hat like he did last year.
It's not that far. It's just Nottingham from Reykjavik. I mean, that's not that long of a flight, is it? A few hours?
No, I don't think he's in Nottingham, but.
Well, no, he's in Reykjavik.
From Reykjavik.
I say from Reykjavik to Nottingham is a few-hour flight.
Yeah, they can put him on a fucking canoe and just like ship him across. His hats, I mean.
Well, it's not from Ireland. It's from Iceland.
Catch a whale and come over.
However, this year, okay, so we're gonna go now into like rule changes and things like that, right? So this year's tournament is sponsored by the Society of Conscious Thought. So that has to do with the whole 15-year thing, apparently.
What are they paying CCP with?
Well, I don't think they're paying them with shit, okay? And like honestly, like they're not paying them with shit. So the Society of Conscious Thought, they're like linking to the 15-year anniversary and the 15-year anniversary of the Society of Conscious Thought. However, the Society of Conscious Thought has like 2 fucking ships that matter here. The Gnosis, the battle cruiser, and the Sunesis, the destroyer. Those will have lower point scores. Now, when you've dealt with other ships,
I like haven't taken one out for a spin.
The what?
For like actual fight.
The Praxis.
The Praxis. Did I miss that one?
Yeah, the new battleship.
Yeah, when they have the battleships listed, it says a point value for the battleships, and then except for a Praxis or except for a Praxis, whatever.
My bad. I admit
that. Yeah, they finally gave us a battleship. I was like,
yes, they did. That's right. So you've got the destroyer, you've got the battle cruiser, and you have got the battleship that are that are there. They're going to have reduced point scores and things like that. Now, we're going to skip this one for a second. This year, we're going to move on to the next one.
This is where Dirk gets mad.
3 bands per team. Okay, yeah. So typically in a normal Alliance tournament match, you get 2 bands per team. This year, you're going to have 3, except in the feeder rounds where you will still only have 2. Tech 1 combat drones are still the drones that are allowed. New for this year, Tech 2 battleships will be allowed as flagships.
Yeah.
Including
Marauders,
and I assume with that Bastion modules. Because I did not see anything in there about Bastion modules.
I think it said you couldn't use Bastion modules, so I thought I saw it in there somewhere.
Did it? I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah. So the Tinker is still dead. Well, the official true Tinker is still dead.
I will do a search for until Apotny comes up and goes,
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I saw in there that you still can't use Bastion.
Well,
sorry, the Bastion module is not allowed.
Yeah, okay. I was right. I was like, I know I read that. I was scrolling through and like that was just one of the few things that caught my eye, but.
Yep. Yeah, you know what? I sat there and thought maybe they're allowing the Bastion module because they were allowing that. I didn't actually get down into those like lower bullet points.
Yeah. Now the one thing that I saw in there that I didn't get into all the nitty gritty of the module stuff to find it, but they were saying that there was something with the Balgorn, like they were doing something to where like the in parentheses like the Balgorn is going to take a side seat because of some module restriction change.
Yeah, I didn't.
What was that specific? Because I
did not read that part. I mean, hold on. I read the part you're talking about in kind of the synopsis, but I didn't read like later on or
been, like,
whatever where it talks about like what they're fucking
restrictions to find that specific one. But
Apotny's out there going, "No Bastion,
no
never again." He's like #never again.
Yeah, I didn't like the.
I thought that the reason why they mentioned
Apotny, that's the 3rd time that hashtag will have been used, and the Bastion module is the least of its uses.
I thought the reason why they said no more Balgorns was because they were not going to allow you to use the same ship in multiple rounds at the end.
That's only in the finals. So in the finals, now for the ship restrictions, we're kind of skipping the one ship. Let's wait to get.
We're not going to go into the finals yet. Hold on.
All right, fine.
Okay, so just in the basic fucking rules, okay. T2 battleships will be allowed, including Marauders. However, the Bastion model will not. The module will not. Therefore, whatever. Mutated modules will not be allowed, except if they're used on a flagship. Okay, fine, right? I mean, a lot of us were questioning.
Treat them like purples.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Real quick. Apoth is saying in chat. He's saying the biggest nerf to the Bale is the flag counting as a unique rule. Yeah. So,
right. Yeah, exactly.
So now if you're using,
You can't run two Bells, one being a flagship and the other one just being a.
You said you can't do a Rabby Bal combo thing, so that's the nerf to it. Okay.
But the mutated modules.
That was horrible.
The mutated modules will not be allowed except on flagships. Okay, fine. Triglavian ships will be allowed, and they are considered Tech 1 as far as points.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because I want to.
It will be interesting. Well, no, hold on. Number one, in terms of both the mutated modules and the Triglavian ships, right? Because what we are talking about here is a tournament that is taking place not long after any of this shit is even exposed to the EVE universe, right? So it will be a question of availability to begin with, right? How many of these sites get run? How many of these fucking modules actually become something of value over and above something you can't use already?
No. I think this is kind of also like a ploy by CCP to get more people on Sissy.
Is it?
I think this is actually a ploy.
The Triglavian ships, the way they're promoting them is that they're based on skill. You gotta know how to fly them. So they're trying to get everybody on Sissy to play with this shit. And the best way to do that is make them available for the new upcoming Alliance tournament. That'll get more
everybody goes on there to test them out. Exactly.
It could possibly be that. I think it would also be a ploy to, you know what? If you want to earn some money from people who have a bunch of wallet to throw away on the Alliance tournament, get out there, run this stuff starting the 29th of May, right? In time to be able to have production of either mutated modules or Triglavian ships out there for people to be able to buy to throw into the tournament, right?
Plus, I mean, they got
because if they don't exist because you haven't run sites, then they can't be used.
Well, I'm sure they're going to exist, but who's going to figure out? Who's going to be the theory crafter that figures out how to make it work? I mean, that's going to be the interesting thing, because if they're T1 level, that's great. They're going to be low points. So
T1 level in terms of points, not necessarily in terms of capability, right?
Right, exactly. So I mean, well, look, some of these it looks like the points, at least for the SOTCs, are going to be great. I mean, it's like 1 point for the cruiser. That's great. Why would you not do that?
Well, and the thing that I'm wondering is because the utility capability of the Triglavian ships can be pretty high. I'm not sure what the damage I mean, I think they've released the numbers, but the damage output, because they have the one weapon, we already talked about the one cycling weapon that amps up, but you have all those extra utility high slots on the Triglavian ships, and so now you can have them be like your neuting ship and stuff like that on top of. So they're not going to replace like the Balgorn type of thing as far as newts, but you could have those type of that utility on there while applying possibly decent damage.
I mean, you can't have remote reps. On how they figure out what the meta's going to be.
They're allowing remote reps on. It's the same rules as last year, like only on Logis, only on like the Tech 1, the Tech 2 Logi frigates. You can have 2 Tech 2 Logi frigates or Tech 1 support frigates. The actual logistics ships, stuff like that. So you can't put a remote rep in the high slots of the Triglavian ships. So you can't do that. So you won't. So like the only real good thing you'd see in those slots would be the Newt. I think the Newt or the Vamps, but
to Apop's point, they're really cheap. So why would you not want to do that? That way you can bling out and get a big,
right. It's a cheap neuting ship, so you have to get on top of them because they don't have the range bonuses and the neuting bonuses that the other ones have. But it's if you get that ship on top of. Say what?
Or you can fit smart bombs for the you're fighting drone.
Smart bomb. Oh,
right. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, you got a firewall for your. There's another one. Yeah, firewall for the fleet.
No more Gilas.
Another thing about this whole Triglavian thing, I'm also really liking. I'm like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Not only getting a bunch of new stuff to play with in game, like they're really actually opening up the lore. I feel now. Like you thought they were going to do it during the Amara Championships with the new Drifter shit, and it kind of like we got like what 2 or 3 Chronicles, and it kind of just like fizzled out. I think now they're actually trying to push that aspect of it too, at the same time pushing the mechanics for us that like to just more shoot each other.
But the lore, like just reading the lore is what really gets me going.
Does it?
I'm like, even if it doesn't make it in the game, it's like just reading it like is really what turns me on.
I
don't believe you, Dirk. I do kind of like the lore for Eve. Some of it's kind of stupid, but a lot of it's actually pretty nice.
Well,
like shit like the Quaif. Like the little shit behind that having like geopolitical power and shit. Like imagine if Coke could like fucking do the Iranian deal. That'd be fucking hilarious.
Did you guys see Crossing Zebras today?
I did not.
All right, Tarek Wright had a really good article talking about how the lore in Eve is significant and that we shouldn't make fun of it.
Like, holy shit, did Xander come back and do a fucking podcast?
No, it's good. It's a good article. I'm gonna link it in the chat. You guys should read it. It's a good article.
Well, I really enjoyed that Hydrostatic Eve podcast that Ashrothi had going for a while. You should listen to that on my way into work. Like that tinfoil was pretty cool.
I like that stuff. That's interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like that's going to be like pushed again. You know, and Eve NT, they're a big like lore-based group of guys anyway, so I'm sure they're going to be dancing with this shit.
Yeah, I mix Apothny and Ashtarothi. Ashtarothi is just like the lore guru in my mind, so
he knows everything.
I don't go to him directly, but it's like if
there are other ones out there, but he still kind of holds the but he's not always right. Right, you know, that's kind of one of the things about Ash.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Lore-wise, totally right.
Yeah,
how he feels, everything else is going to like.
His background knowledge always does.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. His background knowledge about the thing.
I was going to say,
he just can't predict shit.
It doesn't matter if he's right, Dirk. He sounds so convincing. I believe him anyway.
Well, true. Yeah.
I mean, like,
that's all you have. It kind of helps out CCP because then you get like a little bit more excited that subverted your opinion.
So now we're going to get into And we're going to go back to the one that I skipped over a little while ago about all ship types are limited to a single ship. Okay, meaning that if you want to fly a fucking Rifter, you can only fly one Rifter. Okay, right. Last year it was you could fly 2 of anything. Okay, this year, however, they've knocked it down to 1. I'm going to be honest here. My initial reaction to this, and it's still the reaction that I have now, after multiple hours after Apothny told me earlier that I was just trying to be contrarian, is no.
You are.
I think that this is something where it is just one of those things that is being thrown in as a, oh, by the way, here. You just can't have a cohesive fleet. We're not going to allow you to have a cohesive fleet without going way out on the hairy edge of I'm a like master theory crafter.
Whoa, sorry.
But if you're going to make it to the finals, and you're going to do that, right? I mean, you're going to be able to come up with these comps. You got to be prepared anyway because you don't know what.
If you're planning on making it to the finals, we got another fucking wrinkle for you here in a second. But
you don't know what the other guys are going to strike, so you got to be prepared for what's going to happen anyway. So this just adds another wrinkle to. I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, I like it because didn't they break this out like first in the Amar Championships? I hate to keep going back to that tournament, but they did that. It was like one of certain ship and just make one. They made it. Really
but you were
a lot of rules.
Yeah, that was the single one.
Well, and you were a 1.
Well, hold on. Otto, I thought.
I'm a polite person that doesn't speak over other people. Dirk McGinnick. Like the thing is that there's been no like really big changes in like balance and meta, realistically speaking, across all ships, right? So essentially, if you didn't add a rule like that, all of the comps from last year are still going to be a thing. The like 4 Navy battle cruisers are just going to
frigate Logi, all that stuff.
Yeah, frigate Logi is just going to dominate the meta. Like pretty much all of last year's fits are just going to come back again.
Yeah, the thing is like you aren't going to see like there's a lot of pairings though in the previous years where it's like you're not going to see like the double Brutix, the double not Ishtar, but the double Vexor Navy. You're not going to see like a lot of those like there's a lot of doubles like in these comps. So now they're going to have to switch it up. But it's like, what are you going to like?
Pretty much like
wait, isn't the Vexor banned from this tournament?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But like all of like,
did I not read down low enough to find that out?
Without that rule, Dirk, all of last year's comps pretty much work exactly the same. And this year they're like, no, fuck you. You have to start again, and you have to come up with brand new shit to show everyone.
So instead of double Brutix, you bring a. Well, it's named though, so I think you could still bring like a Brutix and a Brutix Navy. I think, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yes,
they're different ships.
Okay, yeah,
they're different ships.
They're going on name, not hull. So you can do that. You could bring like Brutix Navy, and a Talos, and be like, there you go. There's that extra blaster glass cannon you need to fill the other Brutix slot or something.
But well, not necessarily.
And Apoth is saying out there, I do not miss the days of 3 or 4 of a kind. I agree. Last year we were talking 2 though. Now we're talking fucking 1, right? So now it's like if I want to bring 2 armor, rep cruisers, right? I've got to bring a Guardian and a fucking Oneers.
What makes me really sad is the.
I mean, there is the idea of trying, even in the Alliance tournament, to be remotely related to EVE with a cohesive fleet.
Yeah, what makes me sad is that it makes it impossible for people to bring the 8 bomber with the bomb launchers fleet that just comes in and just launches 8 bombs. Because you can only have 4. You can only have 4. So
I want to cover Dirk's point. I want to cover Dirk's point on this. Isn't like EVE. No, the tournaments are EVE. They're just a different sector. They're just more competitive. Like, yeah, it can't be a cohesive fleet. That's because that's what we do in low sec and fucking nullsec. That's a whole different sector. It's this high sec competitive shit. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be you can't have a cohesive fleet because fuck that. It's supposed to be chaotic and exciting.
What do you mean it's supposed to be high sec competitive? What is it? Like, those words don't even fucking go together.
That's why we have alliance tournaments, because they don't otherwise.
Right. Look, it forces people to break out of the usual ideas. They can't copy the same crap that happened last year. They can't copy the stuff from 2 years ago. They have to come up with new stuff. That's fun.
But that is legitimately how so many teams, come into it, feel as though they're contributing to the tournament, maybe get a leg up on somebody, like in the early rounds and whatnot, right? But then the actual theory crafting skilled players come through in the end because they had the next higher gear to be able to move to. And now we're throwing in something that, like, it feels to me to be just a chaos sort of, disruption sort of thing.
I feel like it disrupts fleet cohesion just for the sake of disrupting. Now, it's going to be entertaining. I think it's like, I was talking to Dirk about this before. It's like, I think it's just for entertainment value. That's the only reason they did this. Because
it's going to be fun.
It's going to be fun to watch.
Or it's going to be a shit show. One of the two.
But at the same time,
it's still going to be
fun. But we're EVE players and we totally like shit shows.
Not to make a terrible... Not to make a terrible analogy, but I'm just saying, like, it's instead of being like telling these pilots like bring a good, well thought out fleet that's gonna fight this other well thought out fleet. It's like, what, like you said in the chat, like kitchen sink. What kitchen sink can you bring together? It's like, I mean, like on one of those cooking, like the fucking Chef Ramsay, like Top Chef bullshit, like
baby.
Top Chef, or it's not like
sheep nuts.
Right. Yeah, right.
American cheese.
It's not like Ramsay like cook. Here's the kitchen. Go cook me something delicious.
But you can't use eggs.
Yeah, it's like instead of like cook me something delicious, he's like, here's fish heads. Cook me the best fish heads you can. It's like
exactly. That's why it's going to be cool.
Yeah, so I don't know.
You guys are being too down.
Yeah, that's like the whole point.
I'll watch it.
All of a sudden go, and I think it was Apotheny or somebody else today in TIS Discord that accused me of like I wanted it to be NASCAR, and obviously I don't want it to be fucking NASCAR, right? Although there is an element that I sit there and say, 2 guys in the same fucking car, right? It comes down to skill at that point, right?
Yeah.
We're still just watching it for the wrecks, right?
Are we actually taking this from being something that is akin to NASCAR, right? And throwing it more towards Demolition Derby?
I disagree with your initial premise that's akin to NASCAR.
But that
to me,
is that the Alliance tournament? Is that the Alliance tournament, or is that one of these other crazy tournaments that go on out there that players run, that are cool, but they're not the Alliance tournament?
Now, listen, the Alliance tournaments to me are the Coliseum, okay? You don't put the guy with the fucking trident in the net against another guy with a trident in the net. No, you come against a Sicilian with a short sword and a fucking shield, and you see who can figure out who to kill who first. Right. That's what the Alliance tournaments are supposed to be.
Are you not entertained?
I want the guy with the short sword, a shield, while I've got a fucking like,
short shorts and a shield,
a fucking Molotov cocktail. I mean, yeah.
And then we send the Alliance out to
let's see who can do it. Can you hit shit fast and accurate enough? Can you dodge a wrench? Can you dodge a ball?
Can you dodge a wrench? If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Oh, sorry, like.
Because that motherfucker can dodge a wrench, and next thing you know, he shanks your ass.
That's the second time. Sorry, like, really frames dropped for a second. Sorry, guys, but it should be back now. Like that.
Oh, really? Why did frames drop? Were we all moving too fast? I think it's fucking House. No. House is like he's like warp speeding across.
Well, it's not like necessarily frame. It's just
but like slowed down for my.
Yeah, no. Sorry, it wasn't. I went frames dropped because the bit rate, like my bit rate, I have it set to like 3,500. It dropped down to like 100.
Dude, I'm gonna get a fucking. Next time I know you're coming, I'm getting a fucking Gilligan hat.
Your brother's on Pornhub again, isn't he?
Yeah, one of those.
We should do a shot.
All of them. Yeah, let's do a shot to Pornhub.
I'm gonna do a shot to Drayden's Eve Vegas 2 years ago fucking shirt.
Hey, I'm wearing mine from 2 years ago too.
Hey, except yours says open fucking comms, not that blob of red shit. Nobody knows what it is.
It's Blood Raiders, man.
Yeah, it's a Blood Raider. Once you stand up,
I can't really wear this out in public.
I wore that shit out. Look at that. Look. He's got the Make Eve Great Again shirt, motherfuckers.
Mega.
I ripped you guys off.
Fuck yeah.
No, I can't wear this in public because people think it's like a gang shirt or something. They think it's like some kind of thing associated with the Bloods. I'm like.
However, the other oddity, the other what I'll call oddity of what they're doing this year, comes down to the final thing, right? And it is it's linked to the other one, which is why I wanted to do the other one first. But the 2 series on the final day of the tournament will have an extra wrinkle added to their rules. In each series, whenever a team wins a match, they will be banned from using any of the ships they fielded in that match for the rest of the series.
Yeah. This is only in the finals, but it's only the team that wins.
This is fucking huge.
Yeah, it's only for the team that wins.
The other one is just like it tickled my balls about how
fucking
now you're just throwing a fucking wrench in. Here they're literally throwing the wrench and the whole fucking toolbox right at that shit.
Yeah, well, it's only like I said, it's only the team that wins. So the team that loses can bring the same comp if they win.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so if you win,
that's what gets the fucking blood going.
But hold on. In the final 2 days, though, right? And correct me if I am wrong. Okay, you better be in the fucking winners bracket to be able to pull one back, right? Like the final 2 days are the winners bracket, and then everybody else. So only the winners bracket guys will have that chance of being able to 2 times in a row bring the same ships, or in some combination or another. Losers bracket people, it's like. Well, actually, losers bracket people, they can't do that. But if you're in the winners bracket and then lose, you can't bring what you brought.
No, that's not how that rule works.
No. It's saying if you win a match.
So it's like, all right, so in a series you have PL fighting NC Dot and PL win with like ship comp number 1, and then they can't bring ship comp number 1 again against NC Dot in that series. When they go fight,
that's right. It's not the elimination, right? Okay.
Right. It's series to series, and so it's like it's only when you win a match for the rest of that series you can't bring those ships anymore.
Right. So every
but now hold on. Round, let's say you get down to the final, right? Let's say you get down to the final and it's best 3 out of 5, right? Best 3 out of 5. You win first round with a particular ship comp, right? You can't bring any of those fucking ships ever again for the next possibly 4 fights.
No. It's just look. Apophany said it's just the final round.
Yeah, it's the finals.
The 2 series
losing bracket and the
right. The
basically the 2 series on the final day of the tournament.
Right. The series that basically like the
losers bracket,
the losers bracket series,
and the final round.
Yeah, the losers bracket series that the loser is 3rd place and the winner goes to fight the other winner from the winners bracket. And then those 2, so that final and the other one before the losers bracket final,
right? Because isn't winners final like the 3?
Okay,
it's best of 4, isn't it?
Best of 4. So there you
go. When we say the 2 series, right? There are 2 series that day. There's the winners bracket kind of final, right? Who's going to take number 1 and number 2, and then there's the 3 and eliminated final, right? Those are the 2 finals right there. You win the first round with your fleet comp, you can't fly any of those ships again for the next potentially 4 fights within your 3 out of 5 winners bracket.
Which brings up strategy and the fact that it's like, do you bring your
It brings up not just strategy, it brings up holy shit.
Well, yeah, I'm just
saying, how many fucking ships are in Eve?
It's
340 something, dude. They'll be fine.
and like it's you can only have 10,
I know it's 340 something. We're not counting shuttles and shit like that.
Yeah, but the thing is,
then it goes down to like 300.
This is gonna come down to shuttle on shuttle combat.
I'm calling it now.
Full of shit
I know, and you know what? And just for people out there that know, I invited Apophany on. He couldn't come on because he's got people sleeping in his house that would get woken up by how he'd be yelling at me right now.
Well, no, and I think he's saying you're wrong because hold on. You're saying you're wrong because it's not what it is. With the 2 brackets, it's the one that at the end of the thing. I don't know if it's the losers bracket or winners bracket. It's the one where it's like you have two teams playing. The loser is third place. The winner goes on to fight the person that's the top guy from the winner's bracket, and they fight on to be the finals. Those are the two series that have this thing going on.
Do you know why Apothany won't come on right now and talk to us? I just got it out here in a fucking chat. He has to get up in time to be able to, like, right now he's on his fucking phone waiting for Meghan Markle to, like, march down the aisle.
Oh yeah, that's going on tonight.
Because that's tomorrow morning.
Can we?
That's like his
talk about that.
His almost right now. Like,
yeah, can we not talk about
no, I didn't mean to detour us, but like I just totally want to tell you what Apothany just did not tell me.
But this is your future sovereign, Otto. You're still part of the Commonwealth.
No, he's not.
Like,
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, back up just a second, okay?
Nobody gives a shit.
I think this is totally fucking like. I believe it's another one of those fucking like throw the whole fucking like wrench set into like how we're going to fuck with the top 4 teams, right? Because that's what this comes down to, right? The top 4 teams.
Sudden death. You ever see American Gladiator, man? They used to make the motherfuckers go through fucking like 200 yards of shit.
Exactly right. That was a great show.
I know, I missed that show.
Fucking Turbo, man. Turbo ruled.
Turbo was awesome.
I didn't watch American Gladiator. I watched MXC.
She jumped off of World Warrior 2 and she was a beast.
MXC is like the greatest TV
MXC
show
is the best
ever made.
Well, hold on. The original MXCs, they made an American version of MXC like 5 or 6 seasons in that was awful because it didn't.
No, Japanese MXC.
Wait,
where they actually took Takeshi's Castle footage and dubbed it over. Because then they started doing an American MXC where it was not them taking an actual game show and dubbing it. They took. Basically, they had people come in and act goofy on purpose, and then dubbed over the stuff that they were like it was already scripted. It was terrible, but
mind you, there is a show which is better than even Japanese MXC.
Are you sure?
I forget what it was called. Yeah.
Is that even possible?
It is possible, right? Because it was pretty much like Japanese human Tetris, and so they would have a wall like pretty much on rollers, like drive at 4 people, and they had to fit in the human side.
Oh, I know what the fuck he's talking about.
It was the greatest show ever. Like, it's just so funny because like they start. I'll link you with like one later, right?
Dude, you gotta do like the fucking YMCA through a fucking wall.
Yeah, so you're gonna like, they'll do like a YMCA, right? But then like the final like ultra round is like 3 people standing, and you have to like throw a person up and get them through this hole in a moving wall, and then catch them on the other side.
Okay, yeah, definitely send me a link to this after because I want to watch.
I'm gonna find it.
But yeah, so the strategy with
that shit's funny.
The strategy with the finals though, with those final rounds is that it's not just, it's like you gotta try and like I wonder how much it's gonna get into people's heads trying to like counteract each other, because it's like you don't just bring your A game in the first match and you get an early win, so you got the advantage and you're ahead. But then now you can't bring those good ships. You got to bring your B and your C team second. But then now you're going against
your F and your G team.
Your F and the G team right in the H, and like you don't know what's coming next. Possibly
I love it because it tests their knowledge of frames.
Right.
In combinations. Right. You gotta know how to fucking fit your ship and what ship to grab.
Well, it's also
there was somebody out there in fucking Talking Station's Discord today that was trying to like convince me that this is something akin to fucking whether or not in StarCraft 2 that whether you fucking Zerg or, I'm like it's not even remotely related to that, and I don't even know that fucking game.
Yeah, well,
it's just not the same fucking thing.
Nah,
it's like
Derek is definitely for all you StarCraft guys, Derek is definitely Emperor Minsk. Okay. Everybody who knows StarCraft knows what I'm talking about. Definitely. Derek is Emperor Minsk.
That's fucking cool.
No Zerg, trust me.
You can't either slander me or praise me like that without my understanding what any of that fucking means.
So would Rain be Kerrigan then? Because then she kills you at the end.
Yeah, and she rages like
spoilers.
Kerrigan.
Sorry, spoilers.
Do it. She goes apeshit like Kerrigan.
Yeah.
She does.
But the thing is, like, it's not only just
Rainer, doesn't it, Trade?
Sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so here, based on what I think are 2 key changes to this year, right? The number of ships that you can bring, first off, right, and then also the final round. When is the time to watch this? When is the time to watch this year's Alliance tournament? I think it's number 1, certainly on first fucking day.
Yeah, feeder rounds.
Well, you got the feeder rounds. Those are going to be fun just because of exactly how scrappy they were last year. But this year, you're also going to want to see, people sitting there throwing out, kind of like, what they do on the first rounds of the legit tournament, right? But certainly,
I'm watching every day.
Certainly, most of us that are probably listening to this right now are gonna watch the whole fucking thing because that's just kind of what we do.
Is there someone that can make an ESI app?
Motherfucking Olympics this past year, so yeah, I'm definitely watching.
Is there someone that's
you skipped the Olympics?
Yeah, man, they fucking
in fucking Korea.
I'm a snowboarder. Okay,
yeah.
I am a snowboarder.
And you weren't, and you didn't watch it because you thought they were gonna get nuked.
The fuck off.
Yeah,
because you just go there to fucking play. You just go there at the fucking board.
I'm just gonna
go there to fucking hit the half pike and make the world know you're the shit.
I am legit fucking happy that EVNT is doing this because I'm gonna tell you right now they're gonna bring together a really good fucking team that's gonna be entertaining.
They were awesome last year.
Oh yeah.
And they totally had better on-screen graphics and all that kind of fucking shit.
It was hilarious too,
want
the camera
I literally want one graphic at some point to come up and go, Dirk, this is what this means.
No, is that one dude from EVNT that can really sing too? He was on that music video.
Apoth is here, Dirk. Tell him what you want.
No, hold on. And it's like me going on Fox and Friends and like telling Donald Trump like what he should think. That's what I'm doing right now to Apoth. I'm saying it out loud so that he understands.
I would love to see you go on Greg Gutfield. That'd be fucking hilarious.
People think I am Greg Gutfield.
Yeah,
I know. That's why I want you to go.
Well, the thing is, it's not just the commentary on EVNT. It's like the camera, like the camera guys were really good. Like
they're fucking technical capability.
Well, technical capability. I'm not just saying the technical capability, but like just they were really good at like knowing when it was good. Like they would do the zoom ins and like it's like
we're dropping viewers. We've been on the Alliance tournament, and Apothny knows this is how this works. We're dropping fucking viewers because we're talking about the Alliance tournament way too fucking long. So we're gonna have to move on because we're all about ratings.
Okay,
this is not the fucking Matterall show. We're all about ratings.
Okay. What's next, man?
But EVNT is going to do a really good fucking job this year. We were pimping them after the first day that they did the fucking Alliance tournament feeder rounds last year. And guess what? I am so totally fucking glad that they got that shit for this year because that's how it should have fucking worked out.
Derek, somebody in chat wants to see you on The View. I would fucking pay to see that too.
They would.
Want to see you
what am I, a middle-aged fucking woman?
They would destroy him.
I don't know. I think Megan McCain would like back Derek up. I think she gives back.
You see her the other day with her fucking slick back hair with the fucking bunny ears or whatever she had on. Anyways,
Whoopi would beat him like his name's Ted Danzig, dude.
Oh, I just heard my wife close the door upstairs. Happy anniversary, honey. Shit. Was that it? Is that all I fucking had for like actual legit topics during the course of the night?
Well, we got to talk to Chainsaw.
Oh, we've only got 18 minutes left. Yeah, we've only got 18 minutes left. So I want to throw this out there. I want to throw this out there to the guys that came on tonight. Okay, not you fucking Brisk, because you've been around for a couple of weeks now. You've gotten your fucking shtick out there and whatnot.
You're like a host in training.
Okay, but I do want to throw this out there to Chainsaw and the fucking Otto. Number one, we're going to start off with Otto, who was here first tonight, so therefore he gets to like say it first. Legitimately not an interview, but Otto, and then Chainsaw. Why this year? Why are you running for CSM?
Oh God, see, Nick, you ask me like serious questions. Can't you ask me like a trolley question?
That's a good.
I mean, like, why are you not running for CSM this year?
No, I'm running this year, because, like, there's a lot of Australians out there, right? And I'm not going only for the Australian vote. Like, I talk to people all over the game, but, I personally don't think that the judge is worthy of a position on the CSM after what he did. And that's a personal opinion, and, anyone who doesn't like it can, stick it. But,
can I take a devil's advocate position on that?
You always do, dude. Just fucking do it.
Look, I know that Apothny thinks that I try to be contrarian from time to time, but like, honestly, look, the both of you are Australians. That is already a slight against both of you, but like, some people out there think that what the judge did was so good that he should get a third term. I understand that like most people are not Australians who think that, but where in the world have like voters of EVE Online cared about what Australians think?
Hey, I love the Australians. They taught me not to fuck around with stingrays.
Yeah, you see, like, you know, we're good people, but
they taught me not to fuck around with stingrays.
No, not to.
Yeah, not to. Exactly. You know what? I'm gonna do a shot to Big fucking Steve, the Australian. Because that poor bastard, he didn't even know. I mean, he just didn't know it.
Oh, man, the
poor dude,
poor Steve. Because
however, fuck.
Of all the shit he did, a stingray gets him. A stingray.
Yes. That's how it fucking happens, bro. Australian shit's fucking deadly.
He's climbing.
Why we need fucking Otto to walk in.
The runts of the shark family, literally.
He's grabbing funnel webs with his bare hands, drop kicking fucking Komodo dragons, and jumping into like head first into alligators, and then.
Yeah, with fucking 9-month-old baby in his fucking arms at the same time and shit.
Otto, carry on for me what you're talking about in terms of kind of trying to harness the Australian time zone vote.
I'm not specifically trying to harvest the Australian time zone vote. There is a lot of Australians running that already are really good people and would be really good candidates.
Are there other Australian candidates that are running?
Yeah, there's 2 or 3, I think, plus Judge.
I think there's 2. I think there's Judge, there's the Judge, and then there's
another guy
Outback Steakhouse, Outback _ Steakhouse,
and then there's there is a quiet guy who is running. He's an Aussie, and there is Malachi's running. He's an Aussie. So there's heaps of Aussies running. But why specifically I'm running is that I've done a lot. I've done pretty much everything in EVE. I've lost ships pretty much everywhere. I've built ships pretty much everywhere. I've PvP'd, I've fleet commanded, I've crabbed, I've done it all. And I think I have some good opinions on what EVE needs to do to maintain the vibrancy of its sort of life as a universe and an entity in itself.
When did you join? When did you join the EVE ranks?
2003.
Oh yeah,
so
old school.
That's
I like it.
Right at the start.
Oh shit!
Were you beta?
I remember when we
in the beginning
to actually be mean
Genesis
to each other.
Fucking player.
Yeah,
God,
I'm old.
Fuck.
But yeah, you know, I think. Honest to God, if I had to do my one thing, if I'm gonna have one slogan that you know, I think we should do this right, I reckon we should honestly delete half of Nullsec, take the gates away. All the outside, you know, it's a bit of an
just take the gates away, or actually delete those to space.
Maybe not delete those parts of space, but definitely delete access to them. Why? Because if you look at the you know. There's no reason to really.
No, I don't mean why. I mean, why not just shrink the parts of nullsec space? Why just delete fucking gates? I mean,
because
gates only leave a bunch of nullsec space that people can't get to unless they housed the Cyno in there months ago.
No. So what I'm saying is remove access to all of this space, primarily because. You know, I think there's too much space. So, you know, and when we had, you know, 50, 60,000 people playing every day, you needed this much space for everyone to sort of live. But we don't have that anymore. And let's be realistic.
When we had that many people playing, they weren't in that space though.
Yeah, yes and no.
Maybe the occasional explorer,
mostly
but
no.
Really anybody
looking at the
space.
Dotland stats, nullsec is much more traveled now than it was then.
Yeah, but
there's
less
players.
To my guns on this, right? Is force those people who live and out in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and be all right, there's less space now, and you're gonna have to fight over it because at the moment it's I can go crab and Fade, or I can go crab and Tenal away from everyone, and let's bring everyone a bit closer together, and then go beat the shit out of each other.
How do we
get
that
sounds
back,
fun to me because I love PvP, but I'm thinking about my friends. They just like to rat and mine for the most part. It turned a lot of them off, and they're quick. They're like the first ones to rage quit on a game.
Well, hold on. There are 2 different elements there, right? There's the whole. How do we get back to that time when regions out there were warring against one another, without also turning off those people who are only here to be part of kind of the underlying ratting and mining community of the game?
Yeah, they can still do that in other parts of space. They don't need to be in the middle of buttfuck nowhere to do that.
Yeah, but I know people that once they got like when I lost Branch as my home, I knew a lot of guys that just quit, haven't played since, because they didn't have the middle of bumfuck nowhere to go rat in their carriers or go mine or have their mining fleets.
Yeah, but then you just have to, you know, make better friends with like.
Oh no, I'm not worried about that. Like I said, I love PvP, but like I said, I gotta think about the guys I flew with. A lot of them love the PvE shit.
Yeah, and sure they can PvE in like the regions that remain, and then you just have to have some friends that are gonna look after you when stuff goes wrong. Like let's get this interactions going between each other, and it doesn't always have to be. Interactions with NPCs, sometimes it's fun to accidentally shoot players when they think that they can tackle you.
Like I said, I love the idea. I just know a lot of my friends don't.
Well, hold on. And there are a lot of people in EVE who don't, right? They're literally here for how can I just do this one sort of siloed niche. All I want to do is be able to mine and rat and accumulate something.
Like, I know guys that just use the grind on Star Wars Galaxies that play EVE because they can just grind in certain areas without being fucked with.
SWG.
Yeah.
And that is, if you take EVE to its purest kind of fucking form, right? Like, that would totally be the kind of lifestyle that you could say, this should be able to exist because it's our only source of, either income or mineral fucking wealth to be able to build stuff and whatnot. But in the grand scheme of fucking EVE, with the fact that it is a alt positive fucking game, like there are people out there who it's like they take that all I want to do is be able to rat and mine, and then they extrapolate that to all I want to do is be able to mine with fucking 13 fucking 28 fucking 90 fucking Rorquals.
But there's got to be room in the game for that, right?
Does there? Well,
yeah.
Hold on. From CCP's perspective, yes, there does.
The fuck you want. You want 72 fucking Rorquals mining the fuck out of a solar system? Guess what? You fucking get it.
Bingo.
If somebody wants to, if
from CCP's perspective,
you and
yes.
in their buddies to fuck up those 72
Rorquals,
Rorquals, you fucking got it.
I want more of those guys. Those are targets. I want to drop on their asses. I mean,
yeah, I want them to get comfortable from the mega fucking fleets of bullshit that can't defend itself.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, I've dropped on those dudes. Like, Zeratul or whatever. I dropped on his 20 Rorquals and fragged like 17 of them. Like, it was great fun.
Yeah, it's the bumfuck nowhere parts of EVE that facilitates those guys. So we can go in there and just fucking them up.
Go out and go whaling in Tenal. Go out and go whaling in Faithabilis. It's fun.
I haven't been. I'll have to.
I go whaling in Delve. It's much easier.
Well, if you go whaling in Tina, you're going to get dropped off by supers, but just be prepared for that.
Get dropped off by supers in Delve. But yeah, like that's the thing is like, and I think.
All right, so I want to cut over. I don't mean to cut you off, Otto, but I do want to. I do want to cut over during the fucking. Does anybody even fucking come on after us, Drayden?
No.
Drayden?
Can you not hear me?
Drayden,
hello?
Are you surfing fucking Denny's website right now? What do you?
No, I'm talking. I was having some. I was having some bitrate drop, and I was talking with chat, venting and I was like afraid that my shit was getting hot,
you were venting via fingers. Does anybody come on after us? Because I do want to give
no.
Here, because I feel as though if there's any show out there that is the total fucking public media of like fucking EVE, it's us, because like we're all about just like fucking booze and like
What the fuck are we? CNN, most trusted in news over here? Get the fuck out of here.
No, we're neither fair or balanced nor the most trusted news. However, I do want to give Chainsaw Plankton here the opportunity to tell us where he's from, okay? And kind of why he decided now, because Chainsaw's been around for a little bit here, so it's like I want to know why he wants.
Bottom, Texas.
Only 11 years.
Yeah, no.
See, he's been here since 2000. Hold on, he's gonna get. When I ask him when did you come to EVE, he's gonna be like 2002. Yeah. I was a friend to Hilmar's before like he had a house.
I coded the beta.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Chainsaw. Tell us, when did you join EVE? How long you been around? Yeah. Why have you decided now is the time to join the Council of Stellar Menagerie?
2002, I probably didn't know any code. But basically, I in the past I always wanted to run, but back in, CSM 1 or 2 days, I just wasn't able to for whatever reason, and, now I feel like I can run, and always have wanted to. Always been huge with the EVE community. I've been a huge forum poster for basically the whole time I've been playing EVE. EVE Search has me at rank number 10 for posts. So I've, clearly done a few of those.
Number 10 for posts where?
On the forums.
That's awesome.
Like you're a high poster on the forums. You've been able to contend with kind of the forums.
And he hasn't gotten banned.
What is what is your karma level on Reddit?
Oh, not good.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to like sometimes I'm confused about how people are on the forums versus how they are on Reddit.
I tried to post a CSM thread on the Reddit, and it basically got downvoted to 0 immediately.
I upvoted it. I like to
Thanks.
I like to see campaigning. There hasn't been a lot of campaigning this time around for some reason.
That is one thing that I do want to go to. I mean, like, what do you all think? Like, number one, I know Chainsaw, I know fucking Otto. I'm assuming Brisk, because honestly, I didn't know fucking Brisk before, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago when he showed up on my fucking show and said, "Whatever, I'm gonna drink."
3 weeks ago, Dirk, he's been here for 3 weeks.
2 weeks ago, which was when this being the third week. Because I got maths.
Does it work like that?
Maths. Maths works like that.
Did you account for 0?
Okay. Anyways. Okay. Okay. See, now you made me fuck up. Now I don't know where I was going. I had a complete fucking thought there, and you fucked me the fuck up.
I just fucked you with math. Wrong math.
Train of thought derailed.
No, it's like, hold on, and that was the thing that fucked me up when my fucking dentist gave me fucking that gas shit. It was like I started doing math in my fucking head, and it was like I couldn't do gas anymore after that. I only had to do
I don't do math when I get gassed.
Anyways,
let's not go
I
there.
had a fucking real fucking thought, but whatever. Take it. Go.
What?
Wait, thank you.
Was there a question?
Hold on, no, Chainsaw. I think we cut you off, Chainsaw. So
tell us more, Chainsaw.
Yeah, basically, like I said, I just didn't have the chance to run early on in the CSM, and then right now I do, and 13's a lucky number for me, so I figured it was worth a shot.
Okay, well, what do you want to do on the CSM? Like, what are you gonna do for the players? What's going on? What's your thought process?
Pretty much, I've been solo lately, so I feel like a lot of EVE players play solo. There's a ton of people now going to nullsec, and it's great that people can actually live out there now, because that's another one of those things I've always had an issue with. Because when I was a new player, nullsec was basically belt ratting, and who wants to really do that? It was awful. Pretty awful, and if there's another person in the system and you can only take half the belts, it just gets awful. And then
do you remember those days when all we could do is fucking belt rat, mine rat, like belt line?
Yeah, I started belt rat.
And there were like four.
Just belt
there were like
was
only rats in the system that could cover the fucking celestials in that fucking system. Do you remember those I don't remember those days of how we all fought in nothing but fucking drakes and lesser.
I don't remember those days, but
what do you think are the big issues facing
I
solo
came into
PvPers?
Ishtar ratting at its prime.
Because I don't do a lot of solo PvP. I'm interested to hear what you think are the issues that the players that do solo have to worry about.
I think for a lot of players, it's just kind of income generation and finding content. I think, faction warfare is a nice step, and Dirk was posting, a week or two ago on Twitter about having, some dojos or something, and I figured, those sound fun and all, but I feel like faction warfare serves a lot of those purposes, but maybe it could do better. It's one of those things. CCP's kind of dropped on the player base and hasn't touched in forever. I know I watch a lot of streamers, and they just kind of run to Faction War Lowsec or run into Brave Space or wherever, and you can usually find a fight pretty quickly, but at the same time, finding a good fight isn't always a good thing. Yeah, you can get blobbed pretty easily.
Your background, though, was your background always solo? Were you out there with a fucking blob? Were you out there with, is your background also out in nullsec, but you've like driven back to being part of, you know, kind of this solo thing just based on your own play style?
I started off playing with a bunch of friends, and we were part of the Idle Guns Corporation and Idle Empire Alliance. We formed that after a few months or whatever, and we basically moved to Losec and lived in Ayakana, which is in the Forge. It's where the Caldari Cosmos is.
Right.
And a lot of shiny ships came through there, so we got some really nice kills. You know, I got some officer drops there.
I gotta be honest, when I was running from Cosmos missions, I did not appreciate those people over there who were just totally trying to be assholes.
You're one of those guys? You ran Cosmos missions?
Yes, because I wanted fucking, like, you know, standing, with the, it wasn't fucking the Alliance shit. I don't even remember what it was. Like, not Corp standing, but that next thing?
Faction standing, yeah.
Faction standing.
Because, yeah, you need the faction standing to put up a POS and high sec.
It was back then. It was back in the fucking day when people ran Cosmos missions.
You could also get, what was it, the Mitchie's mining link or something from the Cosmos in there.
Nobody gave a shit about fucking storyline things, did they?
Oh, they did, because you could sell that implant for like $1 billion ISK.
It was a ton of money back then.
Smokescreen, covert ops cloak, and some other stuff.
This is kind of one of the, like, you know, weird things about, like, you know, where Eve has evolved from, and, like, there's a bunch of shit that got paved over, right? This is like when a fucking volcano goes off, and, you know, like when fucking Vesuvius goes off, right? And, like, the fucking city down below gets paved over with, like, the shit that came out of it. And, like, years later, they fucking resurrect that, and they go, oh, wow, look at the stuff that they were dealing with here back then. Wow, this was actually good stuff. Eve is kind of like that, where it was like they had really good fucking ideas at one point, but they didn't know how to fucking deal with it. So they paved over it, and then they just never fucking expanded on what they were doing, which were good fucking brain set thoughts about how to expand on it.
But that's what happens with PvE.
Yeah.
You try something new.
Not just PvE, but like even grander than that. Because you can get out there in like larger fucking expanses, right? Like it's not just about PvE. It's also about these other ways of how Eve is interconnected. They don't know how to connect the fucking dots once they've drawn a dot out to a certain point.
Exactly.
Well, I think they're more like Hawaii. Like they keep getting mowed over with lava, but they still keep the beach resorts open.
That sounds very touristy, and how can I take your money in?
Yeah.
Well, oh my god! Oh my god! I totally believe that's exactly how Eve is.
That's exactly what it is.
Oh my god!
It's
the
just
fucking
like
hot
Hawaii,
lava is coming in on all of us, and we're still just fucking paying.
Well, the beaches
I'm pretty
nice,
sure for
so
at least one
complain.
year I paid for my account without actually logging in. I just set my skill queue and left it.
I
probably did that too.
The only time I've actually bought Plex for ISK and Plexed my account, I think I did that. I had 2 accounts. I think I did it for like 3 months. That was it. After that, I was like, you know what? I just fucking pay the money because it took too much work. It's like I don't want to spend all month working to make ISK just so that I could pay to work to make ISK to.
Straight.
Yeah, it's like I'll just pay the money that I could keep the ISK and spend it on shit that I'm gonna lose. Because I lose it all the time.
I did for like a year straight, and I could do it in 3 days. I was living up in Branch, and I was just running havens after havens after havens in my Ishtar.
Yeah, but I don't like ratting though. It's like
in 3 days I could make 2 plex.
I would.
Well, you could, but like you totally reach a breaking point of even that, where it's like, even unobstructed by people coming in and fucking with you and all that kind of stuff, like you reach a breaking point of
FCON had
I'm just not into this anymore.
Yeah, like
not with VNIs. VNIs are great because you don't have to be there. You just set the drones and you orbit the thing and you go. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but exactly. It's like even using the AFK, even using the AFK tar setup. Yeah, the AFK tar setup when it's like go into site, drop drones, and then come back, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, site's done, go to the next. Even doing that, where it's like the most minimal work you could possibly do ratting, after an hour...
NTUs came out.
After an hour of that, I was like, I can't fucking do it. I don't like ratting. I fucking hate it. I only do it when I have to make ISK.
I don't mind grinding.
I've loved both mining and ratting in this fucking game, and I swear to God, at this point, it's like, I do not like the grind of anything, and until I'm like, until I am totally fucking needy and out there on the fucking Eve Street, it's like I just can't do it. I cannot fucking do it because none of it is enjoyable enough to do any of that shit. I don't mind.
Ratting is fun when you just want to like watch a movie or something and just do something mindless. But even then, you know, if when I'm super ratting, I haven't super ratted in a couple of weeks because we've been on deployment, but I don't want to be out there and not paying attention when I'm sitting in a Nix, you know, in my slave set waiting for somebody to drop.
You sound like you've got like a serious case of fucking super privilege.
Well, it's what it is. It's what happens.
We've allowed way too many people to have super privilege, while we've also got this whole fucking alpha underclass.
The politicians get the super privilege. And
what about the disenfranchised Omegas of the lower middle class?
Look, all you got to do. Look, I worked my way into it. I started ratting in a Raven. And then I worked my way up to a Raven Navy issue. And I worked my way up to a Rattlesnake. And I worked my way up to a Thanatos. And I worked my way up to a Nix. You just do it. Once you get it, it's like, all right, I got this. I can get 80 mil ticks without trying. But I don't feel like doing it anymore because I've done it so freaking much. I'm bored. It's so freaking boring. I'm done. I'd rather just buy the Plex and save the time.
A lot of people say I'm lying, but I actually enjoy space trucking. Like, the way I've found that I actually enjoy it.
Yeah, because you're fucking bad at it, and Code likes you doing that too.
No, only that one time.
Steam videos of the ratting environments a lot.
No, it's
I want to know when Drayden's space trucking
started looking really good. So I used to take a look
at my ISK making and before I was doing moon stuff, so I was just like hauling shit to Jita and back, just doing moon reactions in a farm. But now it's like I go to Jita, I buy ship fits because Black Legion, we don't have a big thing where we don't mine our own stuff, so it's like we import all of our ships.
Black Legion doesn't mine their own stuff?
No, we import all of our ships.
You guys don't have your own homeland to where like you're gonna finance your own like replacement ships or anything?
We're in Saranin.
Oh, you're in Saranin?
You guys are in Saranin?
Yeah, really? Back. It's funny because it's like
literally half of not logged in fucking Imperium could like log in right now and totally shut you guys down.
Something like
that. If they lit the Horn of Gondor right now, you guys would be like sitting there going, "Holy shit! Can I go to token?
Well,
where only TNT is gonna
We'd see a lot of hostiles.
It's the Horn in the deep, man. The Rohirrim are about to come.
Yeah, it's like
there you go.
Holy shit! Did any of the fucking 13.5 spies that Imperium had in, which I think you're the half spy.
I could be. I mean, I'm
in Black Legion.
I'm just like broadcasting right now.
Yeah,
but,
you've been secretly conditioned, Drayden.
But no, it's funny because it's like when we were doing the move op to like redeploy, so I'm like, okay, where are we going? I don't know. I'm just following directions. When we docked up, I'm like, oh fuck, I got a Hurricane here. I got a Caracal here. I got a fucking Serpers here.
I can't even fit this shit because the whole fucking thing changed since the last time I was in
literally, our staging station right now is the station that goons were staged in back in Saranin before they left the north. And I'm like, damn, I got all this stuff here.
Dude, now you just want me to come and blow.
Yeah, I was like, damn,
I'm logging in right now.
I was like, I got all my stuff here. I'm ready to go.
I'm gonna find him.
I have a background on my primary character.
I'm gonna find my Panther's gonna find you.
Well, no. But no, like as far as money, it's like so they need ships.
I got like 15.
I don't know how the other guys make money. I don't know, but it's like I just import ships and I put them on contract and people buy them, and that's what I make money on now.
Oh, Drayden's a market player.
Yeah, well,
that's where the money
I'm just an importer.
Drayden's not really good at it though.
No, I don't do market.
That's real money.
I wouldn't say I'm market trade. I'm just importing stuff and selling it for more than what I bought it for. That's what I do.
Playing.
All I do is buy stuff that I know we need and bring it down to our staging.
Dude, like, I'm totally gonna do a fucking shot for today's the fact that
it's fucking drunk Canadian showed the fuck up.
Oh, a fucking drunk Canadian all of a sudden showed up?
DC, what are you doing?
Every once in a while, I still think that fucking drunk Canadian's wife is gonna show up in Twitch and like fucking be like, "What?"
I was excited
drunk Canadian can't be here right now because if he could, he'd be on your show.
Maybe.
The whole market trading thing that's what I've been doing lately, and it's
I'm gonna do a shot because like I did it early in the night. It was my fucking first shot. It's gonna be my last shot. Well, it's not gonna be my last shot, but it's my now shot.
I was like,
hold on.
I'll let you have your moment.
Can I just have my fucking moment?
You can have your moment.
My first shot of the fucking night was to my wife for our 22nd fucking anniversary. My shot right now, okay, 22 years fucking later, is going to be for my wife. I'm not saying my next shot's gonna be for her. I'm just saying my first shot was for her. My last shot will be for her. Except it's not my last shot. Like there'll always be another shot.
It's the last shot at this moment.
There'll always be another shot. There'll always be another incel lady that wants me.
Incel. Oh no.
Drayden, you got guys ready to get pulled if you want to pull them. Buck and Indiana are waiting.
We got fucking Buck Strider. We
Buck
got
Strider, Indiana. Oh, that's Chisumi. That's Chisumi.
Why the? Oh, India. Oh, see.
It's
he's totally caught the fuck on. He's totally caught the fuck on.
He can't fool me.
Like throw his name out there is fuck yeah, Mike Pence.
No, the Indiana is a dead giveaway, but like he tries to fool me with other. Hold on, Chi, you try to fool me with other names.
Pull your fucking John Deere up to the stirrup.
You can't fool me. I always can catch Chi. I can catch a Chi.
Pocket full of sunshine, John fucking Denver.
However,
Chi said all he has to do is
here's one of the things that I'm going to tell everybody out there that they have not heard in a fucking long time. Hey, Drayden, before we get all fucking stupid, we should shift off to another channel that doesn't jeopardize our fucking income that we live off of before we collect welfare every month.
Right. Are we going to the Dray Cave? We're going to go to the Dray Cave?
So, I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there. I don't care if you do or you don't. I just want it to be known that I said, maybe now.
All right. Well, let's just do a later bitches then.
Fucking like don't give in or anything like that. Like don't all of a sudden be like Dirk said shit.
Hey, you didn't plant this idea in my mind. We're just okay. We're gonna go over to the show that's after the main show.
We're going to the back room.
We call it the after show.
Fucking back room.
After show.
All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Thanks to Chainsaw and Otto for joining us. I wish they got a chance to talk more.
Get a table dance.
I just want to say I love chat. I think you guys are the most important part of the show.
Wow, there's a lot more people that join. Look at how many people are in here.
Hey, wait, how many
we're having a party tonight.
All right. What do we do? Just like drag a bunch of fucking bitches in?
I didn't have the TeamSpeak chat bubble thing extended.
All I know is I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette, eat a cheesesteak, have a meatball, and be like, "What up?"
All right. We're out for the night. Later, bitches, and
bitches.
We'll see you in the other channel.
Rain, last time. Can all you bitches punch in next week? Except you, Rain, which I did not throw out there last week about the fact that, you know what, look, Rain, you know what, sometimes you get a little fucking angry and like you may pinch me out in Vegas and shit like that, but you can't pinch Twitch viewers, okay? You can't do that.
Hold on.
Okay?
Let me check.
She got angry last week. Like she was too angry, and it was like
you're trying to trigger her.
No,
it was like
we're gonna trigger she can pinch me on the fucking shoulder or like right above the nipple and like shit like that where it like hurts.
Confirmed. There is no global emote for pinch. So
she pinched hard last week.
Poor Dirk is part of the Me Too generation.
All right,
dude. Have you ever been pinched right above your fucking nipple? It fucking hurts. That's soft skin.
Right.
That's not like your nipple. Well, the nipple can take a fucking pinch like a man.
Hold on. I visualized Blastum almost getting his nipple not above like his actual nipple.
No, Rain got all fucking cranky out there about somebody out in Twitch chat last week, and it's like
no. I was sitting right there, and she just like he just said something to her, and she like over and she bit his nipple.
It's not about them.
She was bit off.
Never about them. It's never about the people that could potentially throw us a buck.
No. She almost bit his nipple off. It was like watching a great white shark go after a tuna. It was just
oh, really?
Like,
but that tuna was voting for me.
No. It's real. Like her jaw like unhinged and her eyes rolled to the back of her head. And
her jaw unhinges. We're all looking at it, going, "Hey, wait, is your
have you ever seen an orca take down a great white? That was Rain."
Okay. Anyway, we gotta go. We gotta go to the
number one. If a woman's jaw unhinges, it's like, hold on, we're going to the after show right now.
We're going to the after show. We'll talk about unhinging jaws in the after show. All right.
If jaw unhinges, we go to the after show.
All right, later, bitches.